Hey everybody, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. You're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. This is part of the Sunday group, indie intercontinental group of awesome folks across the pond in US as well as in Europe, all gathering together to play different indie small press type of RPGs. We are continuing a game that we've taken a little bit of a break from, and I'm pretty excited to get our feet back into Minimum Rage. Minimum Rage is a game from World Champ Game. Oh man, I forgot who it's from. Yeah, I think it's World Champ Games. And we've done a little bit of hacking to it. It is based off of the Mutant Year Zero engine, which is from Free League or Free Lagon, where you build a big pool of six-sided dice, roll them looking for sixes. And we've enhanced, tweaked to taste, that kind of stuff. The gist behind the game is Mallrats and Clerks meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where the player characters are post high school or possibly high school, a little mix of both, who work at a mall in the 1990s, late 1990s, and they have their crappy workaday minimum wage job that could potentially give them a little bit of stress, but they also have to deal with things beyond mortal ken and take care of them so they do not threaten themselves and their friends and the people they work with. Because if this mall is destroyed, you've got nowhere to work. And then how do you buy slushies? How do you buy slushies? So yeah, with that in mind, let me quickly go over our lines and veils just to remind everybody, as well as myself, we have lines, which means this is content we're not interested in. We won't have it, and if someone accidentally brings it up, we're going to strike it from the record. The lines are against sexual assault, sexual violence, and sexual coercion, harm to children, pandemics, and slavery. Then we have veils, which are, this is a content we're okay with it existing. We just don't want to shine a light on it on screen. We don't want the gory details, as it were. Veils on sexual content. That's right, no gory detail on sexual content. We will fade to black. And then we have a veil as well as what's called ask first on harm to animals, which means that if someone thinks, oh, this feels like a thing, like I have an instinct that so like the dog will be hurt, Hades might get stepped on, something like that. It's only a few animals. I had to name one of them. If you have that instinct, I included, you check with the table first. Hey, I was thinking that perhaps Hades could get stepped upon. And if anyone objects, we don't litigate it. Just say, try it a different way. Boom, it's off the table. And if we do, then because it's veiled, it's a thing where we just know it happened and we move on and can deal with it, but the gory details will not be on screen. And then superseding that is the X card, which is a thing you can do. You can verbalize, hey, I need to X card so-and-so thing, or you can do it in chat. And it means that we're going to excise whatever was just introduced as a thing that you don't want to deal with for whatever reason. It may not be on the lines and veils. You don't have to argue for it. All you have to do is say, hey, I need to X card this so-and-so thing, like a person's name or a certain place or a particular act that you didn't put in lines and veils, but all of a sudden we stumble into it and you're like, yeah, that's not a thing that's going to be fun for me for whatever value of fun you have playing slackers in the 90s who work at a crappy mall. I mean, it's maybe not that crappy. It's actually kind of a nice mall. But those are our safety tools, friends. And so with all of that, let's go around the horn and reintroduce ourselves to our players and then talk about your characters. So let's start in the order of our character keeper. And I will say, Alex may be able to join us a little bit late. It is quite warm in Norway, which means that Alex's two sons don't want to go to bed. and he is currently playing like the goalie, I think is the way he described it in chat. He's like pushing them back into the room whenever they try to run out. So best of luck to Alex. If he's unable to make it, that's okay. We're grown-ass people. We got stuff to do. Let's start with Jan. Jan, please say hey. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Hi, I'm Jan. I use the he and pronouns. I will be playing Rolf O'Neill. Also uses he and pronouns. He is the superhero class, which is a bit of a physical type, maybe a bit sportsy. He's a skater. And he's a stoner, personality-wise. Which means that he does not do well with authority figures. And I see that I took a hit on my brainy, but I don't remember for what anymore, so let's find that out.
I think the hit may have been when you failed to roll and we had some fallout vis-a-vis his maybe sort of girlfriend, but maybe not now, Tiffany Black. I think that
Probably,
might have been the thing. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thank you so much, John. And again, we'll skip. We already have skipped Alex, so we'll just go from right to left to Jen.
Oh, hello. I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Brooke Slater, who also uses she, her pronouns. Brooke is a zinester, making little magazines that get given away for free. And she's a bit of an artiste. So always got scissors and paper and markers.
She's crafty.
She's crafty.
She gets around. She's crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's okay. Thank you. Sabine.
Yeah, hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns. I'm playing Echo, who uses she, her pronouns. Echo is a budding graphic novelist, and budding in, she hasn't published anything, but she has an idea for a tiny little side project that she actually might publish, but we'll see where that goes. Echo is a punk, means that she's a bit mouthy around people who throw their weight around. She is also pretty tech savvy, carries a PDA with her, which has an integrated pager. And yeah, and she knows science stuff as well, that too. So she can cause a lot of havoc if she wants to. And she usually, I mean, she's a punk, right? So havoc is good because it's anti-capitalist.
That's right. Capitalism is bad. Last but certainly not least, we have Tyler.
Hi there, I'm Tyler, he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Wolf Weiler, who is the tabletopper, which is means he's a gamer, role-playing gamer, and he's also a stoner personality, and he is the storyteller for our little cruise vampire game. And as a weirdness, he also has a bit of magical ability, which we've seen manifested in he can transform himself into, seems like animals. And he's a bit of a smartass.
I just go fit right in. In our last episode, which ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, here are the things that I recall and have written down to help remind us of what's going on, because it has been a bit. The mall was abuzz. Some time had passed after your scavenger hunt, and the west parking lot was filled with a brand new traveling amusement park. This comes every summer, so it's not unexpected, but it is always a bit of excitement here at, hey, Jan, we now have a name for our town because of the Teens with Attitude game. It's Beechwood, California, in the late 90s. So here at Beechwood every year, this traveling fun park will show up. The fun park has such things as a merry-go-round, number of booths like a pitching booth where Rolf just spent some time, as well as a hall of mirrors, a roller coaster, and also a big merry-go-round. So Echo and Rolf had gone, no, Echo and Chad had gone on the merry-go-round, while Rolf and Tyler spent some time.
Ferris wheel.
Thank you. Why did I say merry-go-round? Ferris wheel.
It's both are round.
Right. It's a thing. Words mean something. Echo and Chad spent time on the merry-go-round, while Tyler playing Wolf. I first read, I don't know why, but I read Tyler when I looked down to look at your thing. Wolf and Rolf. Wow, this takes a bit to spin up. I apologize. Wolf and Rolf spent some time at the pitching booth. Rolf was a little disappointed because it appears that Tiffany Black is less interested in him, perhaps. Meanwhile, Muffy Vanderstein, who won 10 CDs from the local little goodie, and actually ended up getting some legit good advice on music and cool hip hop stuff from Brooke. While Brooke had found a funnel cake and was enjoying it, Muffy came up and chatted her up, and now was asking about the aforementioned funnel cake and talking about how many grams of fat was in it, and Brooke was talking her out of the idea of avoiding all fat. Is like, you know, maybe you could eat a piece of funnel cake if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then the last thing that we had, our cliffhangery moment, was that Wolf, Rolf, Echo, and not Chad, because Alex is not here, so Chad gets like pulled aside for whatever reason. Maybe Chad goes over to deal with the preps because they're here, right? He ends up getting pulled into a conversation by Chunks. So it is Echo, Wolf, and Rolf who see that just walking into the fun park is none other than Damon, Dylan, and Sylvia, a couple of the members of your rivals, the D&D group, because Zachary Durand is Durand. He doesn't say Durand because that's not as like hoity-toity. So he calls his last name Durand. Zachary Durand's gaming group, the Mega D&D second edition campaigners. And Zachary's, of course, with them, but it's mostly Damon, Dylan, and Sylvia Ellinger, the wrestling all-star and avid D&D player. The two of them have just come in, and they're excitedly looking around for cool fun park things to do. So, Rolf, Wolf, and Echo, we will start with you, and then we'll circle around to Brooke. We see the three of them, Zachary, Damon, and Sylvia. You know that there's the possibility of some trouble because you guys had a scrap just recently.
Yeah, but we've got a Rolf, so I'm confident. So
Echo trusts in Rolf. What are you doing, Rolf?
I mean, for physical stuff, I'm not trusting Rolf for insulting these guys if they need it.
That's what you're there for, right, Echo?
I mean, Wolf can jump in. It's bad. It's a pity that Brooke isn't there because I feel we have a synergy, snarking off people.
I feel like we should not engage, not here at the fair. We already got into trouble almost with the previous fight. Let's not try that again.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not out to try anything, but if these chuckleheads come at me, I'll snark them. I'll tell you.
we're better off just trying to avoid, any trouble here. Let's just enjoy it. Hopefully they are too. I mean, hell, it's a fucking fair.
Language.
Fair.
I grin at you.
See what I did there. There.
Sweet.
I'm
So
starting to notice the edibles.
I would
do
have
you?
thought that they were far too grown up to enjoy something like that. But I'm going with the guys. I'm not engaging.
Okay. Well, ducking out of their way is easy enough. You can avoid that potential conflict by just stepping over to, say, you guys were, somewhat, as we take a look. We've got a map, Rich. So Rich will look at the map. The pitching booth was number 7. Merry-go-round is 4. So you guys are somewhere in between there. You could just step to the booths, and then they will end up circling around you. And if they see you, they don't make a deal out of it, right? You don't get in their face. So it's like a pair of predators, right? You just respect each other's distance, and they cross past. It looks like they are excited to go into the Hall of Mirrors. So they circle around the string of booths, all 6 of those booths, to head up to number 13. So they actually went the long way, but they're also getting a cruise, right? Zachary's got his hands in the pockets of his members only jacket, just looking upon the scenery as if he owns everything, because that's just Zachary Durand's style. We cut back to Brooke and Muffy, and I think Muffy had taken a bite, right? And she ended up with like a little bit of powdered sugar on like her nose and her upper lip, and she ducks down, still bunching on it, and she's like, "Okay, this is like crack,
Isn't it?
This is like crack. I mean, I have not legitimately had crack, but I imagine this is crack-like. This is so good."
Right. Whenever this place comes into town, I'm just focused on funnel cake.
I mean, it's probably like not hard
To make?
Yeah. I mean, it's like sugar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get the powdered sugar. I mean, I
And the
watch them do
batter,
it, right? They got the
right?
batter, and they put it in that little bag, and they drizzle it into the oil.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the oil.
Yeah.
Like, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, like who has a deep fryer in their home?
Not me,
don't.
and thank God.
Right. I would be as big as a house, because I would just make funnel cake. Cool. So you're probably like here with your friends and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of arrived split up, so maybe I'll run into them, or maybe I won't.
Have you ever gone on the merry-go-round? Oh, probably you have, right? Of course.
I mean, yeah, but it's been a minute. Is that
Let's
like your
go.
favorite ride?
Kind of, yes. Like, get to survey the world like I'm a giant. It's kind of cool.
Just out of character here for a moment, Rich, do you mean the Ferris wheel?
Oh my God, really? Did I do it again? Wow,
You did
that
it
is
again.
weird. Ferris wheel. Okay, let me write myself a note. I'll write myself a note.
Remember the
make
one
a-
that's
make-
round and
Just make a
upright.
drawing.
A drawing.
Drawing of a round thing. It will
The
make it much clearer.
round, the go round, merry-go-round. No, it's a Ferris wheel, Rich. I threw my pen out of frustration. I don't know where it went.
Oh, no.
I can't write a note. So I just have to remember.
Okay.
Wow, that's embarrassing. That's like 4 times now. Getting a new pen, writing it down. Okay. The Ferris wheel is not. Ferris wheel's what I like. Yes. You go up. You get to go up so high, and it's kind of rickety, which is terrifying, and it also adds to a little bit to the flavor.
It is a little more fun if it's rickety, if it's just smooth all the way. It's kind of boring.
Right.
You want to go?
Been to Disneyland? She says you guys go over to get in line together.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Been
the
to
rides
Cedar
at
Point.
Disneyland are amazing. but it's all slick and smooth and everything. And
Well,
just a teeny bit racist at parts.
I mean, I expect the first part at Disney World, right? Because it's all really expensive and it's supposed to be really, really nice and it's the perfect vacation. And so I want the smoothness, you know,
Right.
I want it to feel this perfectly curated hand in my wallet experience. But this is the fun fair. I'm here for the jank and the funnel cake.
Right. Yeah, they're not. I mean, turkey leg is about as much as you're gonna get for jank.
Oh, they have turkey legs at Disney?
Oh yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if it like started because this was popular in like Japan or something, but Disneyland, they serve just turkey, just like, I don't know what kind of turkeys they get. Monster turkeys of some kind, because the turkey legs are as big as your head. They're like
That's weird.
They're like $9 too. But
$9
Space Mountain,
for a turkey leg?
Right. I guess you have to pay extra for mutant turkeys. I don't know.
Do they like gold foil it?
No, they just like hand it to you.
No. $9.
Right.
In her head, she's like, man, no wonder we've never gone to Disney World.
Cool. So you guys get in line. Eventually, you'll get into one of the little cars on the Ferris wheel. And then it kind of does that little swing back and forth thing as the wheel kicks up. And
Yep.
we'll cut back to Rolf, Wolf, and Echo. Durand and his D&D gamers have all left, and they've headed into the Hall of Mirrors.
So we're not going there.
I kind of elbow Rolf. Are you feeling it, man?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
yeah.
Graviton?
Yeah. Then the haunted house.
Yeah.
Echo, Graviton?
I don't know about the graviton thing, but maybe, yeah, why not? Let's do it. And then let's go into the haunted house and try to see if we can
You
scare
can hang upside
separately.
down, and it's trippy.
Yeah, I know I can hang upside down on a playground if I want to, but yeah, let's go do it. It's a lot
Stop
faster.
spinning on the playground.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, I've done the roller coaster. I guess I can do this too. Yeah, let's go. Let's do the graviton thing.
All right. There's actually, let's see, is there a ride up with a graviton? I know this it's on there.
Number 3.
Yeah. No, I know it's on the thing. I was just there is a PDF that this came from. So I wanted to see if they had a cute little write up for it. They were written up.
Echo is keeping out her eyes for her brother and her parents, so not to run into them. That has to be avoided.
Easily done, because, and I'm saying the right thing this time, he is happily riding the merry-go-round. And you see that, like, there are a few recognize them from his, they come home with him after school friends.
Yeah.
You recognize a few of them, and they're riding the merry-go-round, round and round, and they're laughing, and it's like, he said he didn't want to go, but he seems like he's actually having a legit good time.
Yeah, he's a little kid basically, and that's what merry-go-rounds are for, right?
Totally. So you guys hit the Gravitron, and the Gravitron is one of those, in case you haven't been on it before, as I remember it, you place yourself against a wall, and then the floor underneath you, as this thing starts to spin around, uses a centrifugal force to press you against. There's a certain number of G's that you feel, keeps going faster and faster. The person you look across at, you can just see them, and the world moving around. The floor drops down, and so you're like literally plastered against the wall, and it goes for an inane amount of time. It plays 2 or 3 songs, so you can't really hear the songs from all the screaming because everyone screams, or at
Definitely
least
going upside down.
yeah. So is that a thing where Rolf like you like twist around, or
Yeah,
do you do
like as soon as I'm pressed against the wall, it's like.
You have to do it at just the right time. Like if you do it too soon, gravity will make you fall on your head. And if you do it too late, the centrifugal force of the graviton means that you kind of can't do it.
And
Rolf's a superhero?
Also
He
have
can-
to also have to make sure to turn back around in time for the ride to end.
That's awesome. So let's not do a roll. I do want to get some dice on the board because it'll be fun. Let's roll to see if you get back in time.
Okay.
And so let's have you go ahead, Rolf, and make a roll. This will definitely be a hearty roll for you. So you've got 5 to start. Are there any talents you think you could bring to bear here?
I mean, I feel that Guts is maybe pushing it a bit already.
All right.
So I'll just go for the 5.
Okay. So we're using the roll dice with friends. Just go ahead and hit those.
Well then.
2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Okay, so your best, yeah. Any of the dice result in a 6, you do what you're trying to do. Use talents, then it's a 5, but you didn't. If any of the dice of one situation gets worse, then dice added to the suck pool. So the good news is,
I add 2 to the suck pool.
yeah. No, I think it's 1. It's
Oh.
like any of the dice results in a 1. So yeah, you don't double up, but you do get to add a die to the suck pool. And you did not get any successes, so the situation gets worse, and you failed to do it on time. So I think what happens is that the acne-scarred attendant to the gravitron catches you, and also you react to that like you're trying to twist around, and the machine like slows down, and you've got the timing off, so you end up like falling and slamming head first into the gravitron. I'm going to give you 1 stress. Yeah, it's a bonk. It is not great. And so do you want to eat that stress, or do you want to take a condition?
I'll just eat it.
Okay. And you're already dizzy.
Yes,
Man.
exactly.
Maybe that's why things are so rough for you. So Wolf and Echo, you see Rolf's head slam into the floor when the gravitron slows down. It looks bad, like WWF, because it was WWF back in the 90s, not WWE yet. It's WWF's head slam bad. Echo, what do you do when you see Rolf kind of take that spill? And laugh it off, I think?
No.
Yeah, I think he's like...
Yeah, I guess I'm laughing with him because it looked funny. I mean, and if he's laughing, he's probably not hurt too badly. There's no blood on the floor, so I mean, and I'm telling him, you know, you look like this was like in a wrestling show, right? Like you got head dunked by some really big guy, other big guy.
It's fine. I'm used to falling.
Yeah.
At least it's your least vulnerable spot.
And you guys...
Yeah, how many fingers am I holding up here?
Whoa. That's a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Whole hand.
Nice. We cut back to Brooke and Muffy, and is right as the Ferris wheel crests, right? And you're at the very top. You kind of look over all of Beechwood, see the ocean off in the distance, because you can't call something Beechwood unless you can see the ocean. Is this legitimately like is Beechwood actually on the beach, or is it one of those where it's called Beechwood and it's only a 20-minute ride to the beach?
maybe there's a small suburb that is on the
Tends to be
beach where the
pretty
rich
beachside. Yeah.
Okay.
the
yeah.
rich people live, and the rest lives more.
Yeah, you guys don't have beach
inland.
set.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
We're
no.
more inland, which frankly, I can only feel sad about that as a teenager.
Right. I think, just checking in, I think there's no actual public beach in Beechwood. The beach front property has all been bought up by a few corporations, and then this little like group of people that got together as some kind of group to buy the beachfront
A
actual
real
legit
estate
property.
covenant of some kind.
Yeah, real
probably
estate
in the
covenant of all unholy trinity
Yeah.
of kind of
yeah.
Maybe there's some kind of woody, rocky beach where you can't just lie around or hang around. That is public.
Oh, that's
Keep
nice.
or natural reservoir or some sort of that thing. But the good beach where you can lie around and tan and stuff like that and surf, that's all private property
Nice.
by people like Zachary's father.
Oh, is Beach Beechwood. So yeah, you overlook and you can see the ocean, and you can see that the way the moonlight kind of kicks off of it and has that long line of the moonlight reflecting over the waves. So it's this constantly moving reflection. And Buffy looks over at it. She says, that's cool, right?
Nice. Our town doesn't look too bad from up here.
She looks around, all the rest. She says, yeah, when it's dark, you can't see the trailer parks. Sorry, it's a Muffy. Sorry.
Yeah. And Brooke just has to be like, have you ever lived in a trailer park?
No. Have you? Wait, have you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad was doing a stint at an oil plant for pipe fitting.
Was he out like on an oil rig or something?
I mean, no. Refineries are inland, right? So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were in this tiny, tiny part of Wyoming where there's just nothing except trailer parks, because those don't cost money to build.
Right. Sorry.
It's cool. People just live there, They don't make them ugly to make you upset.
Right. Of course. You should come to the beach. Like, have you been to Beechwood Beach?
Don't you have to be in like a country club or something to go to Beechwood Beach? And just out of character, Brooke's understanding of how you get to Beechwood Beach is almost certainly flawed, but there you go.
Love it. Like, oh, well, I mean, there's a strip of the beach that's attached to the country club, but like, the Vandersteins, our house is beachfront, so like you could.
So I could like
I don't know. Like
come over to your house and then hang out on your strip of beach
tomorrow if you want.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Cool.
Maybe I'll bring over some albums.
That would be awesome.
Cool.
You just like listen to it and do you have cassette tapes? Or CDs? Because I have a radio and we could just listen to it on the beach while we're.
I have a mix of both. What does your radio take?
Oh, well, both CDs and cassettes.
Okay, cool.
I have a bunch of singles that like, I don't know, I just can't get rid of. So.
I mean, it sucks to throw those away, but there's only one song on them.
I mean, there's B-side stuff, right? But mostly,
Yeah.
just one song and then a bunch of versions of the song.
Yeah, I mean, I keep them if the B-side isn't on the album, but yeah.
And then we'll cut away from that to you guys coming out of the Gravitron about the same time that the Ferris wheel lets off Brooke and Muffy. And it's too bad Chad's not here, because that would be a funny thing to see. Sorry that Beaker has decided something's threatening the upstairs.
Time to protect the family.
Yeah. There's a dog in our little area that if that dog barks, it's on, and Beaker must compete with it. This dog that Beaker's never seen. So anyway, so yeah, you guys see, yay, all the characters together. But Muffy sees them and she kind of pulls up a step. She's like, hey, I can bail. It was great. Really fun.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. And then she'll peel off and you see her at some point see the other preps and she'll just make her way away. But Echo, you totally saw that Brooke and Muffy got off of the Ferris wheel.
I'm looking around to see if Chad saw that.
I don't think he did. He
Good.
appears to be in an argument with Tiffany.
Oh, okay. Cool. That I'll leave them to it, but yeah. Well. Okay, so. Hey, Brooke, how are you doing?
Hey, doing okay. And I, throw away the empty paper plate. Well, empty except for remaining grease and powdered sugar. But you can't eat just grease and powdered sugar. There needs to also be batter. Into one of the big trash cans around. How you doing? Enjoying the fair?
Yeah, Rolf hit his head.
Oh shit. What happened?
Gravitron.
Total face plant.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's okay.
Well,
it just hurts when I. Okay, it just hurts.
like, come here, show me your poor head. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a little blood.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, the birds have started tweeting around his head, so.
See them yet?
Well, I don't think there's any birds here unless we go to the shooting gallery.
Yeah, unless we hit Rolf in the head again. Which we don't want to. Sorry, Rolf.
Safe.
Okay.
Cool. So I guess we dodged Officer Sips and
He's here?
Sandra's crew. Huh?
He's here? Crucips? Didn't see him.
You
He's
guys
probably
have
back
not
at the
seen.
mall.
Yeah, it's dark out. The mall will be closing soon.
Good.
You guys are walking around a bit. You've headed past the space between the concession stand and all of the shooting galleries and the like. And as you're walking past the merry-go-round and the Hall of Mirrors, I'm going to say Echo because you seem to be the one that might be in the know. Between the Hall of Mirrors and the haunted house, that space between those two on the map, as you guys are walking, you see, Echo, a very, very tall individual person, maybe 7.5 feet or so, very thick, long arms, like orangutan long arms, shoulders slumped over, but just like this big, the shoulders from the side, right?
These guys, there's a Sasquatch. Look, I mean, it looks like a Sasquatch, doesn't it? A little.
Are you trying to tell me that Bigfoot is a carny?
Would it surprise you? I mean, he couldn't get a regular job at the mall. Probably.
Okay. I'm sold. It's like peeking around.
I
Well,
don't
and
have a camera anymore. I had to hand it in to get the picture developed for the contest. Man.
And you see that this individual is with their right arm pulling a shoot, what are the, I don't know why words are escaping me. It's the thing that you use to carry stuff in like a garden, and it has one wheel and a pair
Wheelbarrow?
of
Wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow. Fine. Merry-go-round, Ferris wheel, wheelbarrow. He has a wheelbarrow that he's just holding up by one end and carrying something in the wheelbarrow. And as you guys sneak in between the haunted house and the Hall of Mirrors, it appears that he is carrying that towards one of the parked area of all the big 18-wheeler trucks and large vans. What do you do?
Should we check that out? What he's carrying?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's. I mean, that guy's like huge. He could be a wrestler or a basketball player or something, and that's a little weird to just be skulking around between.
I mean, have you seen his
Sometimes
arms?
people with carny jobs are just big, but I quiet down and I signal and sneak forward.
Yeah, let's sneak. Okay.
Cool. So then if you want to sneak without this large guy overhearing, then I think we need to put that to a roll. And I believe, just double check, but I think, see, mental aptitude, act under pressure, dodging a rival's attack, plotting a plan of attack, decisions quickly in the face of danger. So I think I'm going to go with Brainy. Who wants to lead the roll? It should be Rolf, right? Rolf for sure, right?
I'll do it.
Do that? Or you do it? Okay, I'll help.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So, Brooke, you're leading it with your 3 dice. You're getting help from Echo. Let's
I
remind
also
ourselves
have
of help.
sneak.
Oh, well, that's kind of awesome.
It's
and
literally
super
sneak.
That is perfect. You are good at sneaking. No wonder you wanted to lead it. That's great.
How is Echo helping?
Yeah, what does that look like?
I think that looks mostly like that I'm trying to keep Rolf and or Wolf from stepping into too obvious stuff, right?
Right.
Like if you're going as a group, then that's probably the best idea. The best thing I can do.
Cool. That gives you 1 extra die, and then you get your extra dice from sneak, a thing you're actually
Yeah.
talented
I'm going to
at.
spend 2 from the suck pool.
Oh, man. So you are converting 2 of your dice. You would be rolling, let's see, 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6 dice. Now you'll be rolling 4d6, 2d8.
Hey.
Good thing you did that suck pool conversion, because otherwise you would have had a not as great result. Now,
Yep.
did I see any? I didn't see any ones either. Just all good in the hood, as they would say back in the 90s, right? I think that's
Just
where that was
smooth.
from.
Just doing it.
Yep, just doing it. The 4 of you sneak along. You're headed behind the haunted house and the Hall of Mirrors, and creeping across, and you cross one of those like median areas between the parking lots where they have like a little bit of grass to remind you that it's not just a sea of asphalt. And you see the little gangway thing on like a U-Haul, and he carries that wheelbarrow up, and from the light of the back of the bed of that van truck thing, U-Haul thing, you're able to see into the wheelbarrow, and you see that there are basically look like the size of like paint cans, and you hear them sloshing around, and he pulls that wheelbarrow in, and you see he just reaches one hand and grabs a whole. I mean, imagine having a hand big enough to just grab a gallon of paint. And also, if you'll look in the Mauliverse cast, I have placed what he actually looks like in daylight. And I'll quickly share the pic via visually. He does not look human at all. In the light, he actually looks quite a lot like that. These huge, almost bunny-like ears. The pants that he's wearing are made out of some kind of leather. He's got these odd sigils, and they're not really tattoos because they feel like actual carvings in his skin. And
oh man, ritual scarification.
I know, that's scary.
That's no basketball player.
It's not. I said it's a Sasquatch. It's come over from Canada, I think.
I don't think he has tattoos, man.
And after he grabs each of those, you see that he's stacking those paint cans. And near the paint cans, there's what looks kind of like a table with a bunch of alchemical devices on top of it. And you also see that there are, to the left in this, it's like they've set up a little workshop in the back of this U-Haul, right? And you get the wooden floor of the U-Haul van and those railings where you could like lash stuff on. And some of these things are actually tied to it to keep it from rocking in case they had to move. But you see like little boxes. And the boxes are like card box kind of things. And it looks like they are pure white, clean for most of what's going on in the back of this U-Haul, with like a little something written on it, stenciled or something on it. And then, sorry.
Would science help me to understand what he's trying to do here with all these chemical stuff?
You could try.
Yeah, I would like to have some understanding.
I mean, here's the thing, though, Echo. You really get in there and see what all the stuff is. So you got a chance with the roll, but you're gonna have to literally go into the U-Haul to take a good look at what's
Yeah. I wanna. Sure, why not? This
right.
can only go right? Because maybe he's an artist. Maybe we can make friends. So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Wait, just so we're clear, are you going in where this big guy is, just walking into the U-Haul?
I'm gonna hold Echo back. I think.
Okay.
What?
Just want to check in.
I'm just like I pull on her arm and I whisper, "Wait till he leaves."
Yeah, you could like crush your head.
Just wanted to say
Great.
hello. He's not gonna eat me. Don't eat me.
He doesn't look friendly.
Oh, come on. You're just basing that on the
and
fact.
we're snooping on him. Starting from a bad point to say hello.
Okay. Maybe he just wants to paint his van.
He's got like goat legs.
Oh.
He's probably some kind of demon.
Maybe he's just misunderstood.
What a time for Rolf to be stoned.
Wait, is he ever not stoned?
Mm-hmm. Usually when he's working. Usually.
But I'm waiting. Sure. Still want to see you crank my neck.
Right. So you guys whisper back and forth furiously while hiding behind a couple of the Carney's cars, right? Because they've got this all blocked off. It's not public parking. It's just for the fun park employees, the staff. But they're all at the fun park other than this gigantic, weird-looking creature guy. And eventually, after he takes all of the big paint cans and sets them down, kind of stacks them up, he doesn't do any other work. He just grabs the wheelbarrow, turns around, and walks right back down the ramp. And then he reaches up. You know how whenever you've ever had to use the U-Haul, you like have to step on the bumper and reach up real high, except for Jan. Jan probably just like does it from, it's no big deal. But all of us human-sized people who aren't super tall like Jan and Jen, I guess you get like a couple step ladders. So all the height jokes, not even good ones. But he just reached up and
this
grabbed
dude is Atlas height, so
That's right. He is Atlas height. Holy crap! It's a crossover. This is Manicious. Anyway, he grabs and he closes the roll door thing and leaves the gangway, but he just kind of closes. Doesn't lock it, but you can still see through the slots of the little gate thing. You can still see the light, that yellowish light, kind of coming from the interior of the van, and then he trudges past you guys. You can actually feel like boom, boom when he walks. He's a big, heavy guy.
As he walks away, I slowly move myself closer to the U-Haul. But I wait until I'm pretty sure that, you know, all of the noise from the fun fair means that if I roll open the U-Haul, he won't hear it.
Okay. Give me another roll.
I'm going to kind of try and, while they're moving that way, kind of edge towards the direction he's going to keep a lookout and maybe see where he's heading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Wolf is going to peel off and follow this guy while Brooke is quietly opening up the U-Haul.
Yeah, and I'm not going far, but just to give a lookout to the crew.
Sure. Easy enough.
I'm following Brooke. I want to see what this guy's doing there.
Wait. If you're following Brooke,
yeah,
are you following Wolf to see what the guy's doing? Or are you following Brooke to see what he's doing in the truck?
Oh, I'm following Brooke to see what he's what he could be doing with his stuff there.
Caught up. I got you. Just want to make sure I understood. Awesome. So yeah, let's hit you with another roll to make sure that you quietly open that U-Haul.
All right, another brainy.
Another sneak. So you're pretty good at these things.
All right. Well. I think I'm going to take one die from the suck pool this time.
Oh, drain out the suck pool. I love it. Now when you have to fight things later, you won't have a suck pool to help you. I love it. It's good. Oh, the suck pool hated you. Hey, the suck pool refilled though. Good news.
Yep. It's like I didn't spend it at all.
Sweet.
So I succeed, but also things get worse.
Yeah, you do. Wait, do you succeed?
Yeah, I used a talent.
Oh, right. Thank you. Use talent, so the 5 counts. You succeed, but things get worse. So you roll up the thing. Now, Rolf, you know that Wolf was taking off after this big guy. What was Rolf doing?
I think like Rolf is just staying to, you know, keep the lookouts in case anyone else comes up, and like he's making sure that no one comes in.
Okay, so you're keeping lookout. Echo and Brooke, the two of you, head up the ramp after Brooke opened it up. Come in, and first thing you notice is that Brooke, when you get a closer look at those little tuck boxes, you recognize them. You've seen them at what's the store that your mom works at, JCPenney?
Yeah.
You've seen them on a makeup counter at the JCPenney. And the thing that's written is like this hard to read. Nobody consulted them on the right font to use on a tuck box, but it looks fancy-ish, gold, like renews. And you see that this alchemical stuff, Echo, like there's a lot going on here. So I think it's going to take a little bit of science to try to noodle out what's going on.
The thing that I know about science, right? I've got 5 dice. I don't think I can use my PDA for that. Doesn't matter. I'll use one of the suck pool because why not? Yeah. So 4 of these and 1 of those. I've rolled a 1 and I've also rolled a 7 and 2 5s. So
Yep. So
yeah.
definite success, but things get a little bit worse.
Yeah, and the suck pool fills up again.
Yeah. Suck pool fills up again. Yay. So, you're not sure what the stuff in the cans are. You'd really need to steal some of that and take it to like a legit lab to see what's going on. There's like 10 of those cans though. Who's missed one?
Yeah, right.
But the alchemical, it's obvious that they are using this little lab to manufacture what they're putting in those boxes. And the box, according to what's like written on it, is it's basically a skin enhancer, a youth enhancer applique. It's like some kind of miracle skin rejuvenation.
I have a weird question.
Yes.
Is there a shrink wrap machine in here?
There's totally a shrink wrap machine in here.
Damn. Okay.
Okay.
So like Brooke will be opening up and fiddling with one of the tuck boxes for sure.
Yeah, because shrink wrap makes it look legit. Like, why would you not have a shrink wrap machine?
I'm taking one of these alchemical things and I'm
taking one of the paint cans. Like the paint cans, whatever's in it is like a heavy liquid.
Yeah, but can I open it up and see if it's paint?
Yeah.
I want to see if it's paint.
It is not paint.
It is not paint. Damn.
It is like some kind of pinkish, reddish liquid. It's slightly marbled. It's weird.
What does it smell like?
Organic
or chemical?
Organic.
Ugh. This is weird. We're taking this. This smells organic and it's not paint.
Well, it's not pee.
It's not pee. No, it's not blood either. It's not blood either, but it's something. I don't know.
I'm not comfortable with this, but I'll allow it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, this is like a brand box. This is, one of the skin rejuvenation serums that my mom sells at the makeup counter at JCPenney.
Hey, Rolf, somebody's headed your way.
Maybe they make that here with some kind of organic stuff. Like,
Rolf is probably going, oh,
Do we hear that?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
You're in mid-sentence as you guys are talking about what this could be done.
And I'm just like, I don't remember owls sounding like stoned assholes.
Let's go.
Shit.
Cool. So as you guys both head to duck out of the van, you see the shadows of someone moving through the parking lot, walking straight towards the van. Rolf, you see it as well. Like they see the lights on, they know that the gate's up. They don't seem to be alarmed, but their head is straight for the van for some reason. What do you do, Rolf? I'm going to give Rolf, because he's like in the middle, the opportunity to do something.
I'm going to try and get a look at his face. I'm curious who's heading that way.
You recognize this guy, not like you know him, but you recognize him from the fun park. He was one of the people that was taking tickets at the haunted house. He's dressed like a Frankenstein type guy, and he's a little on the tall side, but nowhere near like dude before.
I mean, other than that, I sort of stay out of sight, and it's like,
cool. All right, so he is making his way towards the U-Haul truck. Brooke and Echo, if you bail, he will see you. Like if you duck out of this thing, you could probably run away, but he will see, someone was in this van. And we'll have that tense moment, but we cut away to Wolf. Wolf, you're following this 7.5 foot guy. I don't know how many centimeters that is, but it's a lot. Hold on. No, I'm not going to do the math. And he walks behind haunted house, hall of mirrors. And then as he gets around the edge of the hall of mirrors, and you see him step into the big lights that they are set up from the parking lot itself, and then there are extra lights set up so that this, even at night, people feel safe, because when it's bright, everything's okay. And under the lights of the fun park, you see him just like as soon as he steps into that light, he looks like he's like just an average middle-aged carny worker guy. Still has the sloped shoulders, but
Is there like a dramatic moment that the change happens?
yeah, there's like that Twilight moment, or like in Wolf's brain, maybe it's like the moment on Lady Hawk, right, when the switch from the wolf to the man.
Skin changer. Oh shit! And I'm going to I'm going to take note of what he looks like in this carny form, and I'm going to kind of turn back and start heading towards the crew.
Awesome.
Looks like he looks busy.
Yep. Yeah, he's just heading up to help out one of the people at the merry-go-round. And when you start to head back, that's when we'll go ahead and take. We're right at 1 minute after the hour. Let's take a 9-minute bio break. So we'll meet back at 10 after. So see you guys in 9 minutes.
not to promote somebody else's game on here, but I've been listening to Adventure Zone do Monster of the Week, and they're actually doing a pretty neat job with it. I haven't listened to them much.
Very cool. I've heard of them, but I've never listened to any of their stuff.
They're fun and funny, and I at least like their social leanings. Like they're donating everything of their merch this whole month going to the Trevor Project and to Trans Lives and to bail funds for protesters.
Very cool. Very cool.
And is the cat okay? You're muted.
Yeah, he's fine. It's so the way my bathroom is arranged is that there's like this shelf sort of above and behind the toilet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I assumed that he was just walking around on the shelf and bumped the deodorant off into the toilet.
No.
Yep.
Is it broken now or?
So you know how in a deodorant that's a stick style deodorant, like you've got the container and the top of the container comes up when you turn the dial, and then the bottom of the container is where there's like this negative air space. So that was all full of water, and I was just like, it's a loss.
It's not a nice kind of water.
Armpits.
No, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. There's a transference quality there that I'm not into.
Oh man.
All right. Sorry about that.
Have we heard anything from Alex?
No.
Oh wow.
Last update was an hour and 3 minutes ago.
Wow.
Saying that one of the kids can be very stubborn.
That's a really stubborn kid.
Poor Alex. I'm sure he's having a rough time.
My parents told me that when I was asked to go to bed as a child in my crib, not enough time, that I would at times when I was determined to stay up, bite my own hand to keep myself awake. So,
oh Lord,
yeah, not to get blood, but just enough so it hurt, so I'd stay awake. Now I can literally go to sleep in less than 5 minutes. Anytime I determine it's bedtime, I lay down, gone. That's
weird. A skill I admire immensely and envy, because I go to bed and I'm totally tired, and it takes at least 10 minutes until I get my brain to stop yelling stuff at me. I mean, it's mostly nice stuff and it's telling me stories and all that kind of things, but still, sometimes it's like, I want to sleep now.
10 minutes. That's
still pretty good.
Sweet. That's sweet. Like,
that's when I'm really tired.
I've had some serious insomnia and.
Oh wow! Okay, that's but yeah. But when I'm not tired, or sometimes when I've been ill and I'm recovering, my body decides you don't need to sleep anymore. You've slept 3 days straight because you were ill. Now you don't get to sleep, even though you still feel really sick and icky. Don't sleep. No.
Cool. So we pick back up again after our extended commercial break, which was fun. There was commercials for like Play-Doh.
And for stick deodorants.
Stick deodorant. Lots of stick deodorant, as well as Renews. And a little
And for
bit of
Ludwig van Electrobomb action figures.
They're explosive. Wolf, you peeped out the guy, the big tall guy who became a normal, average size, boring looking guy. And you start to sneak your way back. But we cut to Brooke and Echo, the two of you, on this rented U-Haul. And there's a guy from the haunted house dressed like a Frankenstein, one of the ticket takers. He was headed your way. What do you do?
Oh dear. Well, so I assume, because I, pulled up the rolling back door, that it's actually not up all the way. And when I imagine
Correct.
a U-Haul, I always imagine, that it's got the cab and then the box and then that little mother's attic.
Oh yeah, the mother's
Yeah.
attic, totally.
Yeah.
To get up to that mother's attic, you see there's just a bunch of bric-a-brac and crap that's thrown up there, but they have latched this, I'm imagining like, table at a flea market kind of table that they've set up everything. So you'd need to like step up onto that. But if that's the thing you're thinking, like I want to hide in the mother's attic, you could try that.
Yeah. And I think I'm like, scoop. Echo, you go under the table. I'm going to hide up there. Right. And just bail.
Yeah, sounds about. I think maybe under the table or under the U-Haul. Maybe under
I mean, under the U-Haul involves exiting the door, which will get you spotted because you'll be backlit.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah, there's no like hatch in this U-Haul to get down underneath or anything.
Damn. Okay, then I'll hide under the table or anywhere else where it seems like you could hide well.
All right, rock on. So the two of you hide. Brooke, you scamper up into the mother's attic and you find a couple of like tarps that maybe they use to cover over things. You hide behind that. Echo, you're a little more exposed underneath the table. It's not like they made it to hide stuff underneath or anything.
Is there any way to hide besides the door so that I can just run out when somebody comes in?
If you wanted to chance it like coming that way, there's a pretty kind of wide open. So because I'm now realizing, I'm assuming U-Haul. Perhaps I should show you a picture of what a U-Haul, the back of a U-Haul van looks like.
Yeah. I was thinking there were maybe some stuff in it that I could hide behind.
So just from a basics of what I was envisioning, again, this is in the 90s, so it looks a little probably like a little different, and I'll try to verbally. So what we've got is a truck bed. These were the railings I was talking about. They got this the ramp that you drop down. This is actually just wood, not a metal thing, because that's how I remember you all was looking. And then there's that mother's attic. That's what Jen was referring to.
I get what that looks like, but I'm still wondering if there's other stuff in this besides.
So you've got a bunch of paint cans that are all like 10 or 12 of those. A table.
There's probably at least a couple of like cardboard boxes just for stock of those tuck boxes, right?
Stock of the tuck boxes along the left-hand side. So I think you could sneak there. It's not the best hiding place, so let's have it come to a roll. I think Brooke is good, fair. But I'd like to see you come to some kind of roll. See how well you pull it off.
Okay, I would roll for myself, right? And I would roll with. Do I roll with Brainy?
I think so. Yeah.
Can I use awareness or clever to hide
Clever.
myself?
Clever works for me.
Clever is always good, right? So I'm
Yeah,
using.
I might
this-
help out by maybe passing down one of the tarps.
Oh, right.
Oh
That's
yeah,
good.
there you go.
Okay, I'm using one of the suck pull, and then I'm at 5. I'm at 6, I think, with
So if you're at 6 total, then that's 1d8 and
1d8, right?
5d6.
Okay, I'm rolling. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that goes. Well, I've used the talent, which is good, so it's a success, but I've got 2 1s.
All
But
right,
that
add
still
one
means
back to the
still
suck pool.
one to the suck pool, right? Okay, so it works kind of, but not perfectly.
Rolf, you see Frankenstein guy walk up, and he does not notice Echo, does not notice Brooke, but he does reach down for the straps on the little ramp thing, picks it up, slides it like one of those where he slides it along the rolling. It goes bam, then the lip thing comes down over top of it, and he reaches up and he kind of steps onto the bumper and pulls the strap to close the thing. And then he pulls out a little lock, a little padlock.
Oh,
That sucks.
And he pops the little padlock on, twists it a couple times. The combination lock spins it, and then and he looks in. And he sees that there's light in there, and so he starts to go around to the driver's side. What do you do, Rolf and Wolf? Wolf, you've caught up to Rolf at this point.
They still in there?
Yeah. He locked it.
And does it look like he's going to switch the lights, or does it look like he's fixing to drive off?
It looks like he's going to slip off the interior light.
Gotcha.
Which,
Well,
unless you guys do anything, I'll just say he reaches in, he flicks the light inside the bed of the truck, the back of the truck goes off, shuts the door, and then he'll head back to the haunted house.
well, shit. Once he takes off, let's see, and run over, kind of move over to check the lock.
It's a combination lock. It's locked. He closed it.
How many numbers?
How many numbers? It is kind of like if you'd see at a locker.
Like a round dial lock, like a
round dial
like
lock.
you
Yeah,
find
great,
on your
great.
locker.
Yeah, where you got to go 1, then 3 the other way, then 1 the other way, kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll kind of tap on the door. Hey, y'all.
it's for business.
Y'all are locked in.
Yeah, figured. When that padlock clocked. I'm turning on my PDA just so we have a bit of light in there.
Wait,
Got that like amber light going on. That's awesome.
I think I know. And Wolf will definitely like put 6 to the right, 6 to the, and then 6 to the right again. Like definitely 666, man.
Sadly, no.
No, I mean,
I 1, 2, 3, just to be sure.
It is not 1, 2, 3.
that's the combination I have on my luggage.
Of course it is.
I'm gonna
Padlocks don't come like that.
I'm gonna start looking around to see if I see like a pipe or a pole, or Lord, it'd be lovely if I found like a crowbar, but I doubt that's laying around. Oh, look, this handy dandy crowbar.
Well, these are like fun park folks. So yeah, there's a station wagon. It's not far away. It's obviously like one of theirs. And you see that, it's slightly ajar, the back window on the station. Like it's one of those like wood panel on the side, avocado colored, rust on the bottom along the wood paneling kind of deal. And you might be able to jimmy that open and grab something out of the back. You think as you get closer, kind of peering in the back as the car is trying to seem surreptitious. You see they've got some like a tool bag and some other stuff, so you might be able to grab something there.
All right, I'll try to I'm skinny, so I'll put my arm through where the window's kind of done and try and unlatch from inside.
Cool. So, Rolf, as Wolf's trying to pull this off, what are you doing?
I think Rolf is probably just trying different combinations, like kind of desperately, but like and failing.
And failing. Yep. So Wolf, you reach in and you're able to kind of inch. It's an old like craftsman tool bag, right? And you grab the little leather strap and inch it along, and then eventually you can kind of. Do you want to like? Are you looking for? There's the normal stuff, right? Socket wrench, pliers, hammer,
Is there a tire iron?
screwdrivers. Sure. Yeah, we'll say there's a tire iron in the back there as well. So snag that, kind of pull it out. It's one of those like tire irons you'd use to brain somebody, and it's got the lug nut deal on the other, and then the little crowbar-y thing on the other end where you can like wedge into stuff, which you'd use to pop a hubcap off. So you can come back with that, and you know it's going to make a shit ton of noise.
Well, my idea, and I'll slide it. I'm sliding it through the ring of the lock.
Mhm.
And I'll take one side, Rolf, get the other, and we're going to start twisting.
So you're going to try to twist it, and instead of like popping it, hopefully.
Right. The idea being either the lock with the twist will get enough where it pops the lock,
or it'll tear open the housing. Yeah, I get you. So the question is, I think the two of you working together, probably strong enough, probably, especially with TV and TV movie logic, strong enough to pull it off. It's just a question of, do you do it quietly, or does some of this metal make too much of a noise? So that's what I'd like to put to a roll.
Okay. What we feeling? This is hardy, or
I think this is going to be hardy.
I think so. I think it's hardy. By the way, right before Wolf came back, Rolf, you thought you had it. You thought you had it. It was like 987. Felt really good. Like you could feel the tumblers, but then the last one didn't work. Okay, Wolf, go ahead and make a hearty roll.
Want me to make it,
Should
or
I
you
roll
want to
it?
make it roll?
Oh wait, you're gonna let Rolf do it? Okay, fine.
Well,
The
yeah.
idea, man.
I'll help. And as we're turning it, I'll be saying, Rolf, when big thing went around the corner, transformed into normal man.
Oh shit. I'm gonna make the roll. Actually, I will use one from the suck pool as well.
Okay.
And you get one from me.
All right, and that help means you just need 5s or 6s.
Okay. So I get an extra die for.
You get an extra die from the help, and it also lowers your target number.
Awesome.
Wow, that is crazy, Town.
It is 2 6s, but it's also 3 1s.
Wow,
Boy.
that is like. Oh, that's delightful. So you succeed at opening that up. So you succeed at being quiet, right? Because that was what the contest was about. So you do it, and you hear the metal start to tweak, and you put back off. It takes a while, to the point where you're already hearing the fun park start to shut down. And some of the lights are going off. People are starting to leave. It's one of those like where they shut off some of the lights to like, no, seriously, go the hell home. And people are starting to filter out, and you hear cars starting up, and finally, painstakingly spending way too long on this thing. Finally, it pops open, and you guys, that you can like pull the ramp up. You can get the hell out of here. What do you do?
We need to go.
Yeah, while they were fiddling around with the lock, I would have liked to look around the whole.
Oh, sure, but we'll backtrack with while they were fiddling on. You got plenty of time
because we can't do anything out there, so might as well look around in here and see what we can find, right? So I guess I'll just awareness the thing, right?
Yeah,
that's what it's there for. You want to help, Brooke?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm definitely also looking. I'm also taking things that look like they might be
Yes.
outwardly valuable, and also any pop bottles that are in here.
Yeah.
Never know. Yeah,
And
yeah, that
anything.
sounds good.
Okay, I'll roll. I'm taking one from the sack pool. That has worked before. And I am at 5. I'm at 6 because I get help. So let's roll it. Come on. Yeah, there's a
Look at
6
you.
and a 7 and a 1. Of
Okay,
course,
so
there's a
6 and a
1.
7. That means you've got a choice, and I should have posed the same thing to Jan, so I apologize. But it's extraordinary action. You roll more than 1 6, and for the purpose of the d8s, the 7 and 8 counts as a 6. You can choose to extra good. You can narrate what happens. You can heal a 1 stress from yourself, or if somebody helped you, you could do that, or you can get yourself an advancement point, which is like XP. So what would you like, Echo?
I don't know. I'm
You want to think about it for a sec? We can just carry it forward. I mean,
I
unless
kind
you
of
wanted
like
the authority.
yeah, that's exactly what I would have gone for, the authority war, but I'm not sure what I want to find here. I think what I want to find here is maybe a sort of a diary. It's locked. But, well, you know how this diary locks. It's a kid's diary, maybe, or something like that. And I think we'll take it.
Awesome. You find a kid's diary. The thing is, it's locked, so there's no way you can get into it. Those locks are like fucking Fort Knox.
I know.
You definitely can't unlock them with like a hard stare.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Or just slapping the cover of the book.
Nope. Doesn't
Absolutely
work.
not.
It's locked.
No.
It's a lock for a reason. If you don't have the key, which you get one and then one for your best friend ever. Other than that, it's there sealed forever with no secrets that will ever escape.
Yes, I know, but still take it.
Okay,
You know,
got it.
could be
Sweet.
the Sasquatch.
Could be the Sasquatch with his crazy ritual scarification stuff going on. The back door rolls up, and you guys can drop out of there and start to like. Do you want to go at this point? Is this point where you're like, I'm going to leave, or is there a particular? Yeah. So maybe we like call the fun park scene here with you guys all bailing. Sweet. So
I mean,
you guys all.
Rolf is definitely going to go like, wait, the cans and someone shape-shifting. Clayface from Batman!
Yes.
That'd be fucked up. We
That'd
should
be kinda-
definitely bail.
Yeah, I'm still taking one of the cans, though.
Yeah, sure. And so the four of you all scamper away. Echo carrying one of the cans and a diary. And Brooke, I think you got some cool stuff and a few pop bottles and maybe like the little clicky thing for Bunsen burners, right? Where you can like scratch it open and light a Bunsen burner by creating a flame. You remember those?
Yeah.
Metal cap and the
Yeah, Sparker.
Yeah, thank you. That's words. As you guys all take off, and then after you've gone, this woman steps out of the shadows of the haunted house. She was watching you the whole time, not moving. She had not moved one muscle, and she just steps out of the shadows.
Bum, bum, bum.
So we will cut forward. Is this a thing where we're next day? You guys good if we jump to the next day?
Let's go. I would have given the quick over of the step into light transform, but I mean that could be just a data dump of I told y'all that.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. All right. So everybody's aware you share back and forth. Yes. Go ahead.
And I probably would have stashed the paint can somewhere in the spa with a note that people should keep their fingers off and their pets out. It's maybe dangerous, but I don't want to take it home. I'm in enough trouble as is because I blew off my brother.
You like going through the back hallways of the mall that only employees can get into, carrying this paint can and then dumping it off at spa. Yeah, that's great. So I'd like to pick up with a couple of at-home scenes. The first at-home scene will be at Brooks. So, Brooke, what time do you normally wake up? Like, you have to wake up earlier than most of them because you have to ride to work with your mom, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm usually up at like 7:30.
So you're up at 7:30, do the whole thing, and get ready. And as you come out, you see your mom for the first time, and you smell Eggo waffles, right? You come in, and your mom looks great. She looks really like just nice. Nothing new about her clothes, but she looks like her face is made up, and you swear like the little like hint of like crow's feet that is start, and the little bit of like the creases in her forehead, they're all gone. Her lips nice and plump. Just she looks so cute today. Good morning, hon.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey,
You look really good today.
thanks a lot. So did you have fun at the fun park?
Yeah, I did. I got my traditional every fun park year funnel cake, and I actually shared it with Huffy Vanderstein.
The Vandersteins? Wow. What? Huh.
Yeah, I mean, we go to school together, and I see her at the mall, and we
And
kind of
what?
bonded a little bit over music.
Wow.
She invited
That's
me over to her house today.
oh. Okay. I can drive. Ooh, they probably. I don't know what time.
We didn't work that out.
Sure. Well, it's a little early. And right, like this is summertime. Like it's that weird like summertime where you guys still have to keep going to work, but people who aren't at school probably are sleeping in, stuff like that.
Right,
So she
right.
says, are you going to work today? Are you leaving from there? I could take like a long lunch break to drive you to the Vandersteins if you wanted me to, honey.
How about I paid you if that needs to happen?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. Well, eat up and you guys sit down as has
Yep.
the waffles. And is there
I
anything
have
else
mine
you
with like peanut butter.
nice? That's perfectly weird, but awesome. I would probably actually enjoy that. Now
It
I
gets
want
all
to
melty.
try.
It's awesome.
I really want to try that now. Legit, that sounds good. I like peanut butter on almost everything. In fact, I'm eating some peanut butter with cocoa and Cool Whip right now. But
Yeah.
peanut butter's great. My son's allergic.
Oh,
So, yeah,
bummer.
he doesn't know. He has some butter and he thinks it's good. And I'm like, I hope you like it, buddy. He likes it. I'm like, sweet. So, yeah, your mom's like nothing going on. She'll eat her waffle and eggs. And is there
Yep.
anything else you want to do in this scene, or are we?
I think we're good.
Okay, rock on. So we cut to Echo. So what time does Echo normally wake up? You're up a little bit on the late side last night, but you're also, a young adult, so you can go.
I've got a
go sleep.
brother who's going to school, so I'm getting woken up when he gets up, when the family gets up.
You are
So
not getting woken up today.
I'm not?
Yeah.
Okay,
because
something's wrong.
When you finally drag out of bed,
It's
you
too
realize
weird.
that you weren't woken up because your brother's going to school, and your mom says, "Oh, yeah, well, I guess maybe he just had too much fun last night or something. I don't know, but
Are you all
this
right?
morning, well, I'm all right, but your brother is really not.
What's wrong with him? He was having fun last night.
He was. Your brother was having a great time, but he just seemed a little sick this morning? I'm not sure. I just wanted to let him sleep in. He looks so very sad.
Are you sure you're okay?
Listen, when Davy is sick, I'm not going to make him go to school. It's
Well,
okay.
when I was sick, you made me go to school. That's unfair.
You've got to learn. Davy
Yeah,
is
what
doing
about
fine.
Davy? Yeah, it's always Davy. I'm out of here. I'm grabbing some croissant or something, and I'm storming
Well,
off.
if I'd let you stay home, you never would have gotten those perfect attendance awards.
Well, I didn't want to stay home all the time.
Well, you know what? Staying at home just because you want to play on your little zine making thing does
I'm
not
not
get
making
you.
zines. That's not me.
Oh, well, then your book, whatever's that you're writing. I mean, I support you, of course, but listen, Davy, it's not you, and we have different expectations for each of you, and you're the oldest, and so you have to set a good example.
Oh, great. I'm out of here. I'm going playing around with my whatever it is that you can't remember. And I'm storming off now.
Well, I don't even understand how a graphic novel works, okay, Echo, so just go.
Yeah, I'm slamming a door dramatically.
Nice. And then and then after that, the screen door. Wolf, what does your morning consist of after a fun time at the fun park?
I imagine I crawl out of bed and head to the kitchen, and it's not a school day.
No, I'm imagining this is like summertime, right?
Oh, okay, that's right. So I probably pop in some shit words now eluding me. Toaster pops.
I shared my weird
Pop-Tart. There we go.
Pop-Tart. Ooh, nice one.
Throw some Pop-Tarts in the toaster, and I make enough for me, and I look back down the hall and probably hear the beginnings of Mom struggling up out of bed, and so I'll pop in a few more, and so I sit down and eat my Pop-Tarts, but I'm probably trying to eat them fairly quick so I don't have to see her over much.
Cool. And you're munching down, you're through one Pop-Tart, and you have to take a break because it's so hot and you didn't get enough milk. So you're like done with the milk. So you're like, do I go get more milk or do I just suck it up? You're in that moment. And then you hear the creak of the linoleum as your mom appears and she comes out. And she says, Kyle,
Hey,
what time did you get in last night?
It wasn't super late. It was like a little after midnight. I went to the carnival at the mall.
Oh, okay.
I made you some Pop-Tarts.
Oh, great. That's great. And then she lights up a cigarette and will come over, grab the Pop-Tarts, go and sit down at the table. There's still a bunch of like maybe they're like newspapers or they're plates from like a previous meal. What's on the table?
There's probably like plates stacked up in the sink.
Okay.
That sort of thing. And it's, it's messy, but it's messy in a cluttered sort of way. It's like shit never gets put away rather than like being dirty precisely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I imagine that like there's one of the seats at the table that no one ever sits at because that's just where she keeps her like red books and magazines, and stuff. And it's just kind of stacked up. And then there's this bin where she rips out a bunch of the articles that she's going to file, but they never end up being filed. And it's just like is a forever thing.
And I kind of reach into my pocket and I pull out some money. I'm like, I got paid. Here's some to help with bills and stuff.
Thanks, hon. Yeah, that's good. We didn't get the We didn't get a couple bills in the mail. I need to talk to the mailman. What's his name? Joe. I think I need to talk to him. I'm not sure what's going on. We're just not getting those bills. But this will help. You don't have to.
You know, I got to pull my weight, Mom.
Okay, hon. She takes a drag and starts to munch on the Pop-Tarts. What do you do? There's like this like quiet as she's just eating and occasionally smoking.
I may be a little late tonight. Did I hang with the crew? You going out tonight?
I don't know. I might be, hon. Did you need something?
No, just wondering, making sure that where you'd be, making sure you're all right.
If I'm not home when you come home, if you need me, just call down to the Silver Spur.
Sure thing, Mom.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Okay, have a good day, hon. She takes the money and like puts it in an envelope, and then you head out. And again, we hear the screen door. Rolf, what's your morning like?
Rolf, like it starts with like he gets out of bed and he walks over to his shelf and he grabs like a glass jar that's filled with some money, like basically his piggy bank, and like he gets some cash out of that, and he scratches his ass as he walks to the garage, and then he starts rummaging around in the toolbox, and he takes out big Phillips head screwdriver and like 2 different size wrenches, and he puts those in his backpack, and then he goes over to the kitchen, grabs a box of cereal out of the closet and pours some milk in, put some sugar on, and starts eating away.
What about Rolf's family? Like, who would he expect to come in?
Oh, his mom is definitely there still.
Cool. Have we seen your mom on screen?
No.
I don't know if we have. Yeah. What's she do?
Have you seen any family in screen yet?
I don't think we have. That's why I was like, hey, I want to know.
Good idea. What's she like? She she does have to work, but she's like a secretary, and she has a later shift, and so yeah, she's just coming in for her breakfast as well, but she's probably having something healthier than just cornflakes.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, your mom, she comes in, it's 90s, right? So she's wearing like this kind of sweat covered leotard thing. She was doing some aerobics in the back room.
Yes.
While you're doing all of your like grabbing all of your things. And so she comes and she's got like a headband on, so her hair is pulled back so that she doesn't sweat in her eyes too much. Do you have to work today, Rolf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy new parts for my board on my lunch break.
Good. I was really wondering about that. I know how much you love it.
Yeah, and it's also like now I have to hurry up with breakfast because walking takes longer.
What? Do you need me to give you a ride somewhere, honey? I will do that.
Oh, actually, yeah. If you could drop me off at the mall, that would be good, actually.
Sure. Is it okay if I take a quick shower? Since you don't have to walk, is it okay if I shower and then I take you?
Yeah, actually, I guess.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And she will head out and leaves her breakfast like completely, like she made it and everything, and she didn't actually eat any of it because this new emergency has come up, and she just leaves it and goes down the hallway, and you hear the shower come on. And,
I think Rolf is then going to make use of the time and is going to go back to his room, put on some Nirvana, and
nice. Cool. So sure enough, we end up with like flash forward to you in what kind of car does your mom drive? What's her first name?
her first name is Patricia.
Nice.
And I think we just have a station wagon.
Nice. Cool. So we hear more of that Nirvana, right? We start with Nirvana and then we pick it up and you hear the Nirvana in the car. It's obvious that like she's not into Nirvana. It's pretty obvious. There's just like noise in the background for her, but she knows you like it kind of thing. And yeah, it's one of those where she's got the little cassette tape with the wire that comes out of it to the CD player to play Nevermind. And then she pulls you up to the mall. Right, or no, you were going somewhere to get the skateboard fixed. So is there like a board shop where you do?
Yeah, but it's probably like just like 2 blocks away from the mall. So like just going to go like, oh yeah, no, if you just street over there.
Oh, right. And then she drives for you, and then do you need me to wait out here for you, honey?
Sure, I guess, because I'll have to fix it on my lunch break.
Oh,
but I got my tools, so it's fine.
Okay. So as soon as you like step out, she immediately hits pause on the Nirvana, and then she reaches and pulls out like a little magazine, just sits there and reads the magazine with the California sun as it rising up, and she'll just sit in the car until you come back, and then she drives you to the mall so you can start your shift, and then she heads off after I love you, honey, and then she drives back to
love you too, Mom.
Right. Cool. So next thing I'd like to pick up with goodies. So Brooke, you come in, open the place up, and
get the coffee started.
Yeah, and just a flashback, but like you came through JCPenney, right? And so you saw the big display over in news, and there were more boxes. You go through that, and your mom heads back behind the makeup counter and to wish her a good day. And then you come into goodies, and you're doing the opening up. Dimitri's there, and Mal comes in pretty early for her. Like she's usually there, but she's there a little. She says, "Hey, Brooke, come on back. And she starts heading to the office,
right.
walking real briskly. And the lights are only on like you've only flipped half the lights on. So
right.
no walkers will come in goody to,
right.
whatever. And Dimitri's vacuuming. And you come back into the office and she sits down and she reaches into the file cabinet thing and she pulls out that write-up that she made you sign. She goes, "Do you want me to rip it up or you?"
Oh man, all right. I get the first rip and then you finish.
Cool. I was gonna I thought about lighting it with a lighter when I was driving in, but then I realized, sprinklers. So
yeah.
Here you go.
Rip.
Sweet. And she rips it into little bitty bits and tosses it in the waste bin. Are we cool?
Cool.
Great. And she shuts it and hear it click close in the file cabinet. Wow. Hey, so I saw you helping out that Vanderstein girl.
Oh, yeah.
You guys go to school together or something? You seem to hit it off. Like you guys friends or something? She doesn't seem...
I mean, we go to school together and we see each other sort of around the mall because I'm friends with Chad, and Chad used to be sort of in her group. So, yeah. But I mean, she was the prize winner for the 10 free CDs. So
yeah, I know. But I just, okay, it's fine. I just curious.
yeah, I mean, we're
I picked up on
friends.
Good. That's good.
Hopefully I'm gonna hang out at her place today and go swimming on her private beach.
Have you ever been to the Vanderstein's house?
No.
So neither have I.
Okay.
But I've seen it.
So gonna ask.
No, Lucho, oh God, I don't know. Danny Lucho's older brother. He's
Oh yeah.
come to a few shows. I ended up over at the Lucho's place. They're like 2 houses down. These places are really swanky. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven past. They're like,
Yeah,
big.
but like it's different on what they showed to the road versus like what's in the house, if you know what I'm saying.
Only a little.
Well, I mean, you can only see the front of the
Well, yeah,
house,
I
and
mean-
there's nice curb appeal, don't get me wrong, but like they're huge, and they literally like the deck goes out to the, I would imagine, high tide, but it's pretty cool. I'm just saying it's cool. Have fun.
Damn. Okay. I will.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get rock and rolling.
Okay.
Cool. So we will then cut to spa for Echo as when you come in.
Who's taking care of my brother? Because my mother is working.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe we have a grandmother. Maybe
You
she
now
comes
have a
over.
grandma. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, grandma.
Grandmother comes over. So you're late to work because you had to wait around for your grandmother. Your
Yeah.
parents had to go to work, and they're like, "Okay,
And then-
honey, which is more important, for you to be late or for me to be late?" Just wait for your grandmother, and then boom. You're
Yeah,
on.
maybe she didn't have this discussion because leave Echo alone and she'll be not very good at being punctual anyway. Yeah, she wait for her grandmother. Her grandmother will be punctual, but then her grandmother will talk Echo's ear off about meeting a nice Chinese boy, maybe, and maybe going with her to some sort of temple. And what did I think about this show on TV? And the times are changing, young girl. And she saw this thing, and then she saw that thing, and Echo has to be polite. She is polite to her grandmother. She's not polite to her parents, but her grandmother is another thing. She's an elder. So yeah. Well,
Oh yeah. I think if you're cool with it, we'll just call her Zumu, which is Chinese.
She's
for
not
grandmother.
Japanese. She's not Japanese.
That's Chinese. This is a Chinese word
Oh,
for
okay.
grandmother.
Okay, yeah, sure. Then fine. I have no idea about Chinese.
I only knew because I Googled it. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Sure.
Park. Nice. Now I love grandmothers. So
yeah, she's probably not named Park though, because that's the father's
Oh, you're
name.
right. Okay, so
she's mother's mom.
So it's like it's probably something Japanese
Yao.
then, right?
So Yao.
Yao. Oh, Chinese. Yeah, Yao. That sounds awesome. Sumo Yao. Sumo Yao. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like totally.
Yeah.
That has a nice flow to it.
Yeah,
Sweet.
it does.
So you end up late, and Sylvia is already dealing with a customer, but she does that like quick look of you're late. And when you sneak in, that the paint can is gone.
Oh, shoot. I asked Sylvia as soon as she's got time. There, I left a can over there yesterday. Do you know where it got to?
I read your note. That was smelling up. The dogs did not like the smell in the back area. I have moved it to the utility closet. Can you please not bring your paint or thinner or whatever that was?
Yeah, I'm
to
sorry.
work?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought I would be early. My brother is sick. I wanted to be early, but yeah.
Is your brother sick because he's been huffing on paint thinner? Because that's not very smart.
I don't think he's sick because he's huffing. I don't know. My brother is a bit stupid sometimes. I don't think he was huffing on paint thinner though.
What? Are
It's
you
just
huffing
flu.
on paint thinner?
I'm not huffing on paint thinner. I'm not stupid.
Okay,
It kills
because
your
I
brain
saw a
cells.
report on 60 Minutes about that stuff, and it will give you brain damage.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said.
You're a smart girl. I mean,
exactly.
It's a little lacking on the, punctuation, but
punctuation.
Punctuation.
Punctuality.
On timeness.
Yeah, punctuality.
Right.
Punctuation is commas.
Okay, great. Whatever the word is, you've been late.
Yes,
quite a bit.
I know. Because my brother is sick.
I'm going to write a new policy in the not quite finished employee handbook about
Okay.
punctuality.
Okay.
And we'll start docking your pay if you don't show up on time, because it's extra work for me to deal with extra customers. I don't have you here. This is not a social experiment where you show up when you wish.
I'm sorry. I'm here now.
That's great. Can you please go wash out the bins?
Yes, I will.
And I'm giving you a stress.
Yes, and I'm rolling my eyes behind her back.
Sweet.
Cool.
Cool.
I need to recover stress here.
I know you do.
Maybe I should just take one of these conditions, right?
Okay, you can do that.
I will take pissed.
Seems appropriate.
Yeah, that's mostly Echo. So she's like grumbling and doing stuff more noisy than she should, and looking up at that paint thinner. It doesn't even smell like paint thinner, right?
Not at all. No, it does not smell like paint thinner in any way, shape, or form. What do you guys want to skip to food court for like a lunch break scene?
I do want to have gotten there. I left early so that I could run by Mylar Baggins and pick up some more dice.
Yes. Oh God, yes, the scene at Mylar Baggins. Oh man. So give me a couple things that we would notice our first time in a scene in Mylar Baggins. What are a couple things we'd notice about the store?
I think first off, it's got, they've got the front door, but as soon as you come in the front door, it's got one of those styrofoam faux stone archways with like plastic ivy wrapped around it and all, and a sign, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." And I think that comic book guy that runs it is he's a fan of like Indian sitar music, so there's always Indian sitar music playing.
God, that's so on point. Good stuff. Good stuff. We definitely. I'm leaving it to you. We need to have a picture and name for guy who runs Mylar Baggins. We can throw him in the. I guess the grown-ups. I mean, but he's not really a grown-up. I guess bosses. I'll add a few columns to the right-hand side so we can stick them in bosses.
Okay.
And that is just great. So yeah, you head in. Were you just looking for some more dice?
Yeah.
Easy enough. And of course, there will be someone there from the group. Let's see. We'll say as you come in the morning, it's just like opening up. Sitar music's just started. Cedric is there, but unfortunately, also so is Sylvia, because it's summertime and she has nowhere else to be. So she just hangs out at the store on the days that Zachary Durand works, and she is she's got a white crayon and blue dye. And she is just waxing up that dye, like smoothing it off.
I'll see Cedric. Kind of point at him and he said,
"Sup, man?" And he like pops in to do the the vampire LARP symbol for using Auspex. I see you. Good morning.
I kind of give the nod and give him a little laugh, like, yeah, I got to get new dice, and I kind of cut my eyes over to what's her face there, Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Yeah. And I lost them all the other day, and I'll head over up to the desk, the counter, and let's see, should have a name.
Hail and well met, Wolf Weiler.
Hail and well met, good shopkeep.
How may I serve you today?
I need some of your tastiest dice. preferably from the grab box at a decent price, my good man.
I believe we are entering some kind of barter here. The grab bag, of course, and he pulls like there's one of those like big fish bowls of nothing but dice. He says, perhaps we can work out an arrangement. It turns out that we have quite a few new dice here in the grab bag, thanks to Sylvia, one of my favorite employees. Sylvia looks up, and you, sure enough, you recognize a number of your dice from the dice bag that you used as caltrops in your hasty getaway.
Yeah, those are really nice. I especially need 10, so I gotta be lucky.
All right. Well, I assume, my good sir, he pulls out like a little rolling dice tray, that you would like to try them out.
Absolutely. And so I'll reach in, fishing around, and try and hopefully pull out a few of my own, since they already have the good juju on them. And begin testing them out there.
Nice. And as you're testing them out, Sylvia finishes polishing up her little recently marked die, and she pulls out this like big glad bag of like metal rings, and she goes back. She's making a chainmail dice bag for herself. Just like actually linking every one of them as part of her little thing. So she's got a little wire snips and everything that she's working on. Like, yeah, like that. That's awesome. Except hers is just like straight metal, you know, but exactly like that thing, big enough to hold all those. And then she'll say, I don't think you're going to find any really good rollers in there. My fighter needed some D10s, baby.
It's a pretty cool bag.
Thanks.
Nice work.
She looks over like she's waiting for the like insult to come.
There's no follow. I that's neat.
Oh, well, okay. Thanks.
I know it's not
yeah. No.
What? I know it's not like your thing normally, but maybe you should try out a new system sometime. I'd run a one shot for you.
I mean, I've already tried on Earth Arcana, which is like a step back. There are no fighter kits at all.
I'm in a completely different system,
Oh, well, I tried some of the stuff in like Celtic mythology. The green was good.
I'll kind of motion over. You see towards the gaming section. There's a whole world of other things besides D&D.
Oh my God. Are you really trying to draw me into your Anne Rice wannabe bullshit game?
I'm just offering to broaden your horizons.
Whatever.
Oh, well, some people like being stuck in the past. I'll take this one, and this one.
Oh, the edition wars. They were nothing compared to the veritable Dungeons and Dragons and the power of the wolf that is white. That's the shopkeep, of course. Sweet. And then he'll make the sale. He buys barter for a little bit, but it's obvious he's getting a pretty good deal. He just really wants he wants some haggling going on. That's it.
I'm more than willing to indulge that.
Totally a paper tiger when it comes to that. Sweet. So when you head out, Sylvia watches you go, and there's a moment. She shakes her head and she goes back to putting the little clips together with that.
And as I pass Cedric, I'm like, see you at work you own today?
Oh yeah, man. Totally. I'm on. Lots of stuff.
Cool. See you there, bro.
Cool. Anybody else have any like scenes before the possibility of some relieving of stress at the food court lunch?
And
Maybe
can
Rolf
can I
should
unbreak
fix
my
his game.
dice bag?
Oh yes, you got your dice bag back. You're good.
Thank you.
You have restored it. And Rolf, if you want to,
I'm going to unbreak my skateboard during lunch.
unbreak my skateboard.
Basically, he's going to be at the food court with his board on the table.
Nice.
And like little can of axle grease and like a bunch of nuts and bolts, and like he's got I've looked up all the parts. So he's got like new bushing and new truck hangers. I know what these things mean now. So
Oh man, that's on point. I love it.
Oh man, like the things that I have learned on behalf of role-playing games would fill multiple books.
yes.
Yes, I hear you,
Yep.
friends.
Yep. Nice though. Proud of you.
Cool. So, I thought I saw a little. I'll break my board. That's the best. So we'll jump forward to. Oh yeah, I don't even know his time. Unbreak My Heart. When did that song come on? We hear the Snoozak version of that in the food court. If we end up like I'm out of time, out of like asynchronous, I apologize. And Rolf is working on his board. Wolf, you've got your dice bag refilled. Brooke, 1995, perfect. Thank you. The Google. It's like kind of contemporary. Echo and Brooke, the two of you are there. You guys can tell like Brooke looks a little stressed and a little angry.
You mean Echo?
Echo looks a little stressed and a little angry. She looks like a merry-go-round, one might say. Or perhaps a Ferris wheel. I don't fucking know anymore, obviously.
Don't give up, Rich.
Echo looks a little stressed and pissed.
What's up, Echo? What's the drama, Mama?
Well, my brother is sick and my mom stuck me with him, and then my grandma came by and was bored and wanted to talk to me, and I can't just say, hey, I gotta get away. And then Sylvia was on my ticket and like, you're too late and don't put your paint can in my whatever. And now she wants to write up a contract or something and dock my pay if I'm not punctual.
What's up with your brother? He was like at the fair last night, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at the merry-go-round having fun there. Maybe he ate something, probably overate on some funnel cake or stuff like that.
Maybe. He is kind of small, and a whole funnel cake's a lot of cake for one little boy.
Yeah, well, that's would be typical for him. I think he just overate. My mom was like, no, David does not need to go to school when he's sick because he's the tiny little morsel of my heart or something. She never cared if I was sick. It's like, you're just pretending, go to school.
What was up with your paint can?
Nothing, I just put it up. That's not my paint can. That's the thing I took from the U-Haul yesterday, and I put it up in the spa because I couldn't take it home because my mom would have found it, and then she'd yell at me because it's disgusting. So Sylvia found it and yelled at me because it's disgusting.
Did you get a chance to look at it?
Barely. We had a cat, and then we had this dog, and then we had two Goebbels, and then there was this guy with two rabbits, and forget it.
You guys groom rabbits too?
Yeah, he wanted me to get them, get this, to get them
Okay.
to procreate, right? But there were two male rabbits. Well,
Was he like coming on to you?
I don't
Or was this like sincere?
I don't know. Maybe he was. I mean, it's one of these sporty guys.
Huh.
Yeah, well,
rabbits.
whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, I have the paint can right here, but I think I want to eat before I start experimenting with the whole thing because
Please let
it's
us finish.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And, what do we think's up with this? I mean, I'm thinking like skin changer,
Clayface.
Clayface. Well, maybe, but
I mean, like, I think it was maybe a magic light, right?
how do
Don't you
mean?
think?
I think he's maybe like with
Well, I mean, like you with the way you described it, it kind of sounded like hitting those lights, those secondary lights that they brought with them to mount in the parking lot was the trigger, right?
Oh, so you're like saying that getting into those lights was able to disguise him rather than him changing just because he was going to be seen.
I mean, either is possible because we don't know
Good
enough to
thought.
rule either out, but like that's what I thought.
The creepy thing about that means that there's no telling how many are under the lights disguised.
wow.
Maybe
That's
it's an
creepy.
entire like clan of them.
Oh man, that's like
But
a lot
what-
of dudes.
Yeah, but what are they doing anyways? I mean, they seem to be making these cosmetic stuff.
There was a huge display at JCPenney's this morning
Or what?
of, and I like get it out of my bag, of this stuff.
Huh.
This skin serum.
And kind of, I'll reach to take a look at it and like reading over the label. What does it say? What's it?
Oh, it's a whole bunch of like new agey claims. There's no FDA approved. There's no ingredient list whatsoever. It's just like, skin rejuvenation, that kind of stuff, ancient secrets, that kind of stuff.
Let's renew you.
That seems, I gotta say, for an evil villainous plan, that seems a little strange to be like making carny makeup.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they try to make a buck, right? They have this. I wonder what this paint stuff. I mean, it's probably that what they use to make this, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's human, I don't know, brains or something. Probably not. That would look different, but it looks organic.
It wouldn't be this liquid, just to be gross.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I decided to have a salad today because it doesn't resemble this shit at all.
Yeah.
Like Rolf is looking at his fingers and they're covered in grease and like can't eat my fries right now. So
Well, Echo, you're the brains. You're gonna have to help figure out what it is they're making.
Yeah, I think what they're making is that stuff that makes you look younger. Maybe it's kind of a mind controlling thing as well. Or it's addictive or something like that.
Oh, don't say that because I'm pretty sure my mom is using this stuff.
Well, and if they're a carny, they're going to move on. So there's no real point to making something addictive if you're just going to leave.
Yeah.
Good point.
Probably more of transformation power. Maybe it's a recruiting tool.
Yeah.
I'll like take the bottle of Renews that I've just got in my bag, and I assume that it's what's the form factor here? Is this like one of those sort of rectangularish bottles with a little dropper that you pull out? You have a couple of drops. Is it like a little
cream?
Cream in a pot with a wide open
cream
mouth?
in a pot. This is the 90s, so like cream in a pot is the thing. So you like take off the black plastic cap and you look in and it's just like creamy white a very emollient kind of
I
oily
sniff it.
substance. You sniff it, and it has like a faint scent that you remember from the whatever in the paint thinner, but it's been spruced up with some other like crushed up mint and other stuff to kind of cut that smell so that it's a little bit more pleasant, a little more earthy.
I mean, I immediately share this with Echo because
Yeah.
science.
Okay, so they are putting perfume in that stuff probably because otherwise people wouldn't use it because it smells
Almond
bad.
mint?
Yeah, why not? I mean, mint is British, so I have no idea. Look, I don't know. I'm not a cosmetics girl that much. I mean, I use moisturizer and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, me either. I know my mom gets to bring samples back from work when the boxes get damaged, but
yeah, I used more when I was with Percy, but she always was on, you need to darken your eyes, you look more dramatic, stuff like that. I mean, okay, let's go to the bathroom. I mean, and then I can try to figure out what this is.
Are you going to try and figure it out by putting it on your face?
No. Oh, I'm not. Well, how's your head doing? How many fingers?
You keep doing this, and it's not helping.
I'm sorry. Do you still have a headache?
It's better. It's fine.
Okay. Now I'm looking at you like, can you focus on this, on one? This is just one finger. Can you focus on that?
Yes.
Cool. So you probably don't have a concussion.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Okay. Yeah,
you know, I read in a first aid manual once, the faster you move your hand around, the more effective it is for diagnosis.
You just want me to move my hand around.
No, I don't. I'm teasing you. Let's go see if this works.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, okay, bathroom?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody should stand guard. Maybe, do we have yeah?
So one of us?
I mean,
Let's not have one of the boys look out in the girls' bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, hanging out front of the bathrooms kind
looks
of
creepy.
Yeah, don't be creepy. It's fine.
Okay.
Also, right, I'll pretend that I'm waiting for a page.
Unbreak my board.
After they head off, I'm gonna kind of reach down into my book bag and Rolf, I kind of bought this as a surprise for us all, but may be relevant. And I pull out a book, and there's the book. The Midnight Circus, White Wolf Adventure. And you see, it's a traveling circus fair carnival thing that like captures people and takes them with them. You think it's something like that we're dealing with?
I mean, maybe. Could be.
I mean, it's like possessed by a trio of demons, but hopefully that's not what we're dealing with. That may be a little above our pay grade and all.
I don't know, man. That one dude looked like a demon.
It did look like a demon. I think we're gonna have to go back tonight.
I guess. Yeah, you're right.
We should also, like, I don't know, maybe look in the newspaper, see if people are missing or something like that.
Also, like, if Brooke's mom is using that stuff, what's gonna happen?
Oh, hell. Well, maybe Brooke can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Anyway, I have to put my new wheels on.
Sweet. So we cut to the ladies' restroom. This is, do you guys imagine there's like an employee restroom, or do you guys use the public restroom that's there for the whole mall? Just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
I think we go to some, maybe not a restroom, a cleaning cabinet, right? Where you have the chemicals for cleaning stuff and things like that. So I can experiment a little. That's probably more like it, because bathrooms usually have people in there, especially
Yeah, so
on
it's
the
like a
lunch
utility
break.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
utility room, right.
So there's the mop sink, and then just racks and racks of cleaning products and mop.
Yeah.
There's a mop rack with a bunch of different things. Yeah.
Yeah.
A huge, like one of those like baby Zamboni machines that you use on the floor in the mall, you know, where you clean all of the tile. Yes. So you go in there and what are you hoping to do now that you've got the kind of beginning product and the end product? You think you're hoping to science it up again? Is that the hope?
Yeah,
here?
what I'd rather really like to know is what the beginning product actually is.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, then give me a weird science roll. Yeah.
Weird. I don't have weird science. I just have science, but I'm also clever.
Okay. You are.
So
cool. Well, let's go ahead and put that to a roll then. You can roll with science, but yeah,
but
we'll just roll with science.
I guess I'm still pissed. What does that mean? I mean, it means I rolled one
what
die
that means
less,
is your brain
right?
is one die less. Correct.
Okay. So we were 3 and
well, I mean, hold on.
Yeah,
are you still
kind of
pissed? Because we set up that scene specifically to relieve conditions.
Okay.
If you feel, because if people were asking you about it gave you a chance to open up, even though you vented, I still think that's a thing that might help. So I'm okay.
And remember to knock down your stress at least.
Yeah, no, I'm getting relieved of pissed. I'm not that pissed anymore. I yelled at my pancake or whatever.
And Rolf fixed dizzy, which is good. I appreciate that. Makes sense. Felt appropriate.
Cool.
Awesome.
So I'm rolling. Brooke, are you helping?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Suck pool, come to me. And now I'm taking 2 out of that suck pool because, come on.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for, right? So go away. You come here. Roll. Yeah. Look at that. 3 6s and a 7 and no 1.
Nice. Just knocked it right out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bloop.
So you again get the extra Benny.
Yeah, I want a superior success. I want to know everything.
Sweet. So you everything clicks for you, Echo. We see that kind of Sherlock. You remember their more recent BBC, right? The BBC series of Sherlock, where we do flash to few things. You're putting it together and you're looking at it. So we see the huge creature that's dragging the wheelbarrow and the direction that they came from, and that they returned to the merry-go-round. And then you remember that Davy went to the merry-go-round and rode it the whole night. It was the only ride that he rode. And then you think about Renews, and you remember we see pictures of Brooke talking about her mom, and then we see the crow's feet and then the creases and how youthful she looked. And you put it together that the source of this paint is effluvia, that merry-go-round, not Ferris wheel, is draining the life from children. And these carnies are using it to make rejuvenation stuff to sell to older people at a JCPenney.
Whoa. That's some sick shit. I mean, wow. Okay, so I guess we have to blow up the merry-go-round or something like that, or sabotage it. or something?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
We have to stop this, right? Can't let these
of course.
Sasquatches drain children.
Yeah, that's not okay.
No, do I have an idea if if Liam will grow back again, or do we need to, I don't know, put it back somehow?
What it'll do is effectively, the kids will appear as if they have mono for a period of time. It'll ruin their summer, but they'll eventually come back from it.
So you'll be whiny, but mostly not very active all summer.
Yeah.
Okay, can deal with that. I still, they shouldn't have done this to my brother. And if I could undo it, I would. But if that's the way it is, then okay.
You could probably just give this back to your brother in like an ice cream cone or something.
Yeah, maybe, but wow, I have an idea how to do that. But I need a lab for that. I need to get back.
Just so we're clear, if you had him drink the effluvia,
no. It needs to be processed.
Okay. Yes, exactly. There's a thing that happens.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, wow, that's gross. Okay, so we need to figure out how we're gonna break the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
No, the merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round. See? Okay, you're not the only one. Okay.
Someone else screwed up the thing I did like 12 times. So by that one time in the transitive properties as well, you and I, Jen, we're stuck together.
Let's go break up the merry-go-round and break the Ferris wheel as well, because it's round, it's going round as well, and everybody's confusing the two anyway. So
so here's my worry, is that we fuck up the merry-go-round, right? And then they just fix it, or they make another ride that does the same thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And then there's all that renews that's like just sitting there in the JCPenney getting sold to people.
From what I figured out, it's probably not harmful to those people. So
okay, cool.
I guess that's probably not a huge part of our problem.
Okay.
Huge part of our problem are Sasquatches and this merry-go-round. No, we can't get Rolf to beat up all Sasquatches that we don't know are there.
Rolf is strong, but can he beat up even one Sasquatch? Don't tell him I said that.
No, I think he might, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it to the test, because there might be two, and I'm really, really skeptical about him beating up two.
Okay, fair.
No, let's find the two guys and let's see what ideas they have.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So two of you come out of the utility closet, start crossing across the mall, and to get back to the food court, and there is there's the little frat group. They're not at the food court. They're just kind of at the intersection near and Muffy sees you, Brooke. And she kind of peels off from Chunks and Matt Livingston and Leo Fitch and Tiffany Black to I'll be right back. And she makes her way over. She's like, hey.
Hey.
Hello, Echo.
Sabine, if you said anything, you're muted.
Muffy. Oh yeah, I was deep in thought, and I was looking at my PDA and the formula. So I'm looking at them. Oh,
right.
You're Muffy, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
When
I'll
can you
catch up,
go?
Echo.
What? I don't like
Go ahead.
her.
Well, then you can go to the food court and I'll catch
I'm-
up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Wow. Is she like always that rude?
Almost always,
Okay. Well, then I'll not take offense then or something.
or something.
Hey, so I didn't ask, but like, when are you done with work, or can you just blow it off or something?
I've got a half shift today, so like I'll be ready to go home at like 1 or 2 p.m.
Cool. Well, I'll just kind of, hang out or something. I've got my cabriolet, so we can totally go. Did you bring a suit or anything?
Yeah, it's in my bag.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. I'll like just swing by goodies at like 1-ish or something.
I mean, okay, if you want to hang out at Goodies until 2, that's fine.
Oh, I thought you said 1 or 2, meaning more like 1, because it's like the end of work. But if you meant 2, then I can just come by around 2, I guess.
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
Cool.
She'll go back and rejoin her friends who are all giving her little odd looks, and she just says some like offhand, or no, just like we're talking about music. She's super smart. Cool. So
Cool.
you guys echo quickly. Brooke, you're able to catch up, and you guys arrive back at Rolf with his brand new-ish skateboard with brand new trucks.
And he's trying out like he's
Yep,
just
spinning
rolling the
them.
wheels like. Okay.
Are your bearings good, dude?
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice. Do his trucks match?
Yes, I definitely got 2 pairs. Like, not going to. No. That would be horrible to have 2 different. No.
It's too jank.
But he
Yeah.
just offended Rolf.
Yes.
Did you figure anything out, Echo?
Yeah, pretty much tell you what I figured out. Merry-go-round. Bad.
Oh,
Wait,
hell.
How is it?
How is it doing that? That's weird shit. That you've got to ask Wolf.
Is there like a
Match.
magic part in their thing?
Yeah, probably.
Demonic bargain, probably.
But like,
Well-
if there's just a magic item in the thing, we can just take that out.
Maybe
right?
it's like one of these, and I have to look up the word I'm looking here for, because prayer mills. Maybe it's like one of these prayer mills, right? Where it turns and turns, and with every turn, apparently the cosmic energy is supposed to build up, and maybe it's the kind of a reverse prayer mill. So every turn and turn, it draws out something.
That's
Oh, you mean like one of those Buddhist wheels?
Yeah, exactly.
that has a certain logic to it.
Yeah.
Y'all ever watch that show, Friday the 13th? They had an episode like that where the thing would go and it would make person younger when they got on the thing. It would.
I just know the movies,
Yes.
man.
Huh?
I just know the movies.
Oh, the show is awesome. You should see it. It's got nothing to do with the movies. It's so good. I've taped it. You should come see.
Sure.
But
Oh yeah.
it could be like a cursed item they're using.
Oh shit.
That makes it easier. We could break the curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, just breaking the item, yeah. Or stealing it.
No, we can't
We're
steal
stealing
the
it, then
entire
breaking it.
merry-go-round.
No. I mean the thing. If there's a thing inside the merry-go-round, then
Maybe it's the entire merry-go-round though.
well.
Maybe
Let's
there-
find out.
Yes, let's go find out.
Oh
And
shit!
then-
After work, you know.
Yeah.
After work.
Absolutely. I still have to figure out how to reverse engineer the whole effluvia taking stuff like that.
Can you just rub the cream on him?
No, it would make him look younger. He's young enough.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, we'd have to take the raw stuff and alchemize it into something. And I wanted to ask you about this because I think you know weird stuff, right? So
I know all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Weird stuff.
Because I mean, I would love to understand how to reverse engineer magic, you know? I mean, you know magic. I know you can't just turn yourself into things, but you know.
Yeah, we can look into it.
Yeah.
Probably first thing though is if we can find out what's causing it, then that'll give us a better chance to understand how to reverse it.
That's a good point. Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. Then we meet up. I get off at 1, say 1:30.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Is
when do
that
I
good
get
for
off?
you, Rolf?
I don't get off until 2, so.
Well, we can wait till 2. Is that good for you, Brooke?
Shit.
Later.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. Just gonna go hang out and go see the beach.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
alone?
No, I was gonna go with somebody.
Ooh, Brooke is a boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
Spill. Unless you don't want to, you don't have to.
We'll find out.
Eventually.
Totally.
And I just look at the arrangement of suspicious faces, and I'm just like, oh fuck, okay, fine.
Oh,
I
shit,
got invited to go to Muffy Vandersteen's house and go see the Vandersteen strip of private beach, and we're gonna listen to music together and swim.
Hey,
Oh.
you know she's
Okay.
Chad's ex, right?
Yeah.
She was pretty shitty to him.
Yeah.
Going and hanging with the upper crust. Yeah. Improving the old position.
I mean, I'm not really trying to do that. I just want to see the beach and listen to music with Muffy.
Okay, well, you know, if you see Tiffany there or whatever, then you know you can say hi or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
It's cool, bro. We'll go do the recon, and I figure we'll meet back up later tonight, or is it like an all-day play date?
I don't think it's going to be like an all day thing.
Yeah, cool.
For sure. Yeah, no.
Make sure to put on some sunscreen. You're like pale.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably pick some up from insert business name here while I'm still on lunch.
All right. Well, the rest of us, 2:00. We try to see what we can see. Hopefully, a little less dangerous in the day, and we'll report back. Pages when you're free.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
And I will actually cram some remaining salad into my face and leave early so that I can indeed buy sunscreen so that I don't die.
Sweet. So looking at the time, it feels like maybe we'll go ahead and bring things to a close here. If that's cool. Maybe the last thing that we see is you guys all breaking up to go back to work, and we see Sylvia was watching Tyler, watching Wolf Weiler. I don't know why I keep saying Tyler first, because it's like I'm used to reading left to right, and I keep screwing it up. But anyway, she was watching Wolf and the pack. And then we will bring this session to a close. So let's do our post-game stuff. We have, with the rules at the end of every session, we have some stuff to do. Oh, I should probably open the PDF because it has it. I don't think I copied it over into this thing. So let me grab it real quick out of my, even though it's not by Free Legon, or not by Free Legon, I stuck it my Free Legon. Thought I did. All right, well.
It's in the rules.
It is okay. I thought I hadn't put it there, but if it's there.
Earning advancement points to the far right.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Earning advancement points. Ultimately, at the game master's discretion, you should be earning a few points whenever you play. There are a few ways to earn points in the game. Vanquish a foe. You took part in a battle and won, you get a point. You guys didn't have any battles. Great job. That's for when people chose extra advancement points from the extra
I did.
bits. Cool. Now this is the part, like it says you get 1 point, but then in the extraordinary
Yeah, there's
actually,
just
it's
2.
2 instead of 1. So let's just say everybody gets 1 and the people who chose it get 2, so that it adheres to that. And then I'll adjust the earning advancement points bit there. Character voices, when you do something really cool in role play, something that really embodies your character, makes the story awesome, makes everybody laugh or whatever, you get a point. Absolutely. Everybody was great and on point today. Ouchie, when you take on an ongoing condition, you earn a point. That would be Echo for sure. Did anybody else get a condition? I don't think I handed out a whole lot of stress, so sorry, I was a weenie. Extraordinary action, multiple 6. Oh, so okay, so great job is 1 point. Extraordinary action is 1 point more. Okay. Huh, weird. I still find that oddly phrased.
I think great job is when you're doing stuff at work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go above at work. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So everybody except for Echo should get 1 for great job, 1 for character voices. And just 1 more. So 3 total for everybody, 4 for Echo. Does that seem all right? Does it work for everybody? Okay. 4 for Echo. And wait, no. Rolf chose the extra advancement point. So it'd be 4 for Echo, 4 for Rolf. 4 for Echo because you took a condition. 4 for Rolf because you
that's just 2, right? Character voices and Ouchie, and I did not vanquish a foe, and I didn't do a great job.
I know. Wait, but it also says it's ultimately my discretion, so I'm giving 1 more because 2 seems so small. So it's 3 and 4. So I will touch that up. Like I need to figure out what's the advancement rate that we most want. Really, I don't know how play tested this was. You cannot have more than 10 advancement points. Yes.
Would anybody mind if I took alchemy as a skill, as a talent? Because I want to.
Go for it.
Sounds pretty fun.
I need to add some lines here.
Do you? I thought I had. I guess I hadn't. I thought I'd create an extra. Yeah, hold on. Boom. You don't have to add lines. Bam. I have extras.
You had more.
I cleverly hid them.
As we did determine you could have more than 4 talents.
That's a great question.
Because I don't think.
I seem to remember we had a conversation about that.
And I think we decided that you could have as many talents as you wanted, because we started with 3 anyway, and then we got to 4. So why not 5?
It depends on how the cake sheet normally looks like, I guess.
Oh, again, we've made some hacks, so
yeah.
At this point, The talents list 6 of them on the character sheet. So I remember when we had that question of like, can you have more than 3? But looking at the character
Seems
sheet,
like we can.
So let's just do it. That sounds okay to me. I don't think it's going to unbalance the game. You guys roll so many ones.
Yes, we do.
In trouble.
And how? Goodness,
So
I
you
have
begin
10
the game with
advancement
3
points
talents.
banked up.
Yeah, somebody.
And spend
Brooke,
them.
yeah, you have to because you can only have a total of 10.
I know. Goodness, do I boost one of my attributes?
Do it.
That would be crazy.
Which one do I do?
Depends. Do you want to go more all around, or do you want to just be super savvy?
Uh,
I confused my stress with my advancements. I cannot at this point add anything. Okay.
Oh
All
no!
right.
What did
No.
you do?
I just miscalculated, that's all. I said I can't calculate today, so
No,
Okay.
like, did we have 2 different things? Like that's weird.
no,
I don't
there's
remember that.
stress
Oh.
maximum that says 5, and I thought that was my advancement points.
But
it
yes,
wasn't.
we did already have the 2 advancement points trackers.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't
Did
know.
I do that on purpose? That's weird. We should just merge those.
That'd be better.
I know that you have 10, so when we merge these, I think the leftmost value will come for Brooke, but we'll change it back to 10 if not. Okay. Sweet. So you guys think through if you want to take some advancements.
all right,
We'll
I just
immediately
did.
Yeah, sweet.
I boosted my brawny. I have a stress maximum of 4 now.
You bulked up.
Getting strong from all this running away from monsters.
Hearty, not brawny.
Oh, hardy. Yeah, sorry.
You
It's
got
hearty and
3.
brainy and
Thank you.
If I had it to do over again, I wouldn't have called it hardy. It just messes me up. It doesn't feel right.
I took my deduction up by 1 to 2.
Mm.
Nice. We're gonna have to give you some deduction opportunities. There we go.
Detective Wolf.
Detective Wolf. Sweet.
Maybe Inspector Wolf.
Ooh. Okay. With all of that done, let's do our quick bit of stars and wishes. So think back over the session, and we will talk about wishes, and then we'll end off with stars. I'm going to steal the easiest wish from all of you. I really wish Alex was able to join us tonight, and I hope that things work out to where he's able to join us next session, because I think we can add him back in very easily. So I hope it works out that way. There, now it's already been stated and stipulated. So we will start from left to right, because I did it right to left before. Left to right, we'll start with wishes, and then we'll do a snake order, and we will do stars. So did you have any wishes from our session, Tyler?
I suppose my only wish is that to kind of pull in some of the investigativeness of going through whatever it is that's causing this. I'm looking forward to the investigative bit of discovering what's up with the merry-go-round. I think that's going to be fun.
Cool. And then Sabine.
Yeah, my wish would be to get more into this alchemy stuff. That's kind of neat. So I can help my brother, I guess. It's my brother. Come on. No, that's yeah, kind of.
You
Yeah,
have secret, powerful knowledge no one else has.
Yeah.
And then Jen.
I like that we've sort of had a chance to settle back into our characters this session, and like I think there's some good tense build up. So I definitely want some more active scenes next session.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's coming.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
coming for sure.
Oh yeah.
And then any other wishes, Jen? Okay. And then Jan, any wishes from you, friend?
Not really. Everyone already took everything.
Cool.
I second Jen's wish. I second your wish. Yeah, no, it's good.
Tell you what, I do
it's-
have a second wish.
Oh,
I wish that someday I could play a character where I feel comfortable bringing in my own lock-picking skills and knowledge. Because like, oh man, the padlock problem, I was just like,
oh, that's funny.
it's a cheap
would
combination
like to
padlock. You can actually just do this and this.
Yeah, there's probably like a little reset thing you can.
Oh,
Okay.
we still have the diary we haven't even looked at. I just
I
remembered.
know.
That one is super hard to crack though.
Hey!
Yeah, maybe we
Oh,
can.
just impossible. Just
Yeah.
we're gonna
I
have
know.
to.
I mean, who has a paperclip these days?
It's definitely
Definitely not
blowtorch
me.
material.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the 90s, so there's Clippy.
All right, let's go around of stars. Jan, what stars did you have to hand out?
Big star for the family moments. I was looking forward to those and really enjoyed them for everyone. So thank you, Rich, for giving the space for those. And I want to give a big rose for the blooming friendship between Muffy and Brooke, because I'm enjoying that very much. And I also just for the downtime during lunch, that was also very cool. So yeah, that's fun.
Awesome. Jen, what roses or stars do you have to hand out?
Oh man. Well, for one, I'm really happy to see Rolf's skateboard get fixed.
Yes.
I've been like,
And he's
It took
skateboard.
4 sessions, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Skateboarders can't skate. Good call.
He just had to wait for his next paycheck and a good chance to get those new trucks. Gonna echo Jan's statement about the home scenes. I think there's a lot of interesting contrast in everybody's home life. I like where Brooks's family situation is, where it's like things are just comfortable enough and no further. Like, I would feel very indecisive if somebody was like, do you think Brooke's poor or do you think she's middle class? Right? I'd be very uncomfortable. Which
uncomfortable
is
defining it or uncomfortable? I just want to make sure I understand.
Uncomfortable is perhaps the wrong word. I would be deeply undecided. Yeah, I would have a hard time coming around to like a definitive. Well, that's not true, actually. I'd say that she's poor because the actual definition of middle class versus poor is pretty clear, and she's not there. But like from a social viewpoint, she can definitely stealth in as middle class. And then there are moments where it's like, I've lived in a trailer park. That sort of bring things back. So that's interesting. That's been fun. I too am enjoying the budding friendship thing with Muffy Vandersteen. You are muted, Rich.
I realized it too late. I love it too. I really enjoy the like Brooke is just like there's definitely a class divide there. And I've enjoyed that. Like they found a commonality through music and talking about stuff that is that's experienced for their age group, but then there are offhand moments with Muffy and Brooke correcting her with compassion, but not letting it slide. That was a cool, super cool moment.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. And just, yeah, we've gotten a lot of good character moments out of the session. So that was fun. I like seeing Mylar Baggins. That was great. Seems like they employ a lot of part-timers.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Might even get paid in store credit, which, I mean,
Is legit.
carry on. Yeah, but that's my stars.
Cool. And next on our stars train is Sabine.
Yeah, stars to everybody. Stars to the skateboard finally getting fixed, and the dice bag. I love the whole exchange you had at that gaming store. I love Sylvia. I mean, I love to hate Sylvia. I don't know. Maybe she isn't that bad. Who knows? Maybe she isn't just a rabbit abducting creep, but we will find out. Who knows? I like the relationship between Muffy and Brooke, even though Echo is pissed at Muffy for dumping Chad, because Chad poured out his heart to her, and she is now firmly on Chad's side of that whole equation. So I like that there's a bit of conflict there. And yeah, and Rose's mom was so nice. That was really like, oh my gosh, is she, wow. And yeah, I love the whole family things. That was great. And I love my grandma. So yeah. And I love the mystery that we're doing with the whole prayer mill stuff thingy. That is appropriately creepy. And I have to say, I have to protect my brother now. I know I love it that Echo's put into that position, because she really doesn't want to be arsed about it, really. Not really. She doesn't want to give a damn, but she does, of course.
Of course she does. She's that punk who cares. It's great. That's what makes her lovable. Tyler, you're up. What stars did you have, man?
First off, I want to give a star for that Mylar Baggins. I love the storekeeper. I'm trying to find a good pick for him. I thought I love his style. That's a very cool gaming store owner style, and there's two ways to go with that sort of person: the grumpy one who's just pissed off you come to bother him, and the one who really seems to love gamers and gaming. And I love that you went with one that is an enthusiast. I think that was super cool.
Thank you.
Big star to, as everybody said, the home scenes, but also the kind of scenes we had where we were paired off, or where we were, just interacting. I felt like this session, we felt, which is strange considering the break, but we all really felt more in these characters. This is one of the better, everybody feeling out the edges of these characters. I loved the relationship it seems like Rolf and Wolf are coming to. It was something to see how they interact and what kind of buddies they are. And it felt like we really saw that tonight in a nice way. And I also thought it was interesting to see like Brooke and Echo together. I love Echo's irascibility, and that meeting Muffy outside the bathroom moment where Brooke's like, well, then you should go on back to the table then, shouldn't you? Sort of thing. I think that was really nice. It was interesting, and I thought the group dynamics were really solid. And then finally, I think this is a pretty creepy mystery. I love a carnival. I love how you did the build on this. Obviously, we got a monster, feels like that's going to be one way, and instead we get this much deeper, more interesting story. So that was, you unfolded your story really nicely. I thought that was cool.
Thanks. I want to hand out a few stars myself. First of all, I love that, just, specific. I play with Sabine a lot, so I've seen Sabine. They play a ton of characters, but I love that for this group, Sabine has played Tim and now played Echo, and they're so just demonstrably different from a personality and portrayal perspective. And I just love that range. I'm really impressed by it. I like that a lot. And I loved all the home scenes. I love that we got to see Rolf's mom, but there was a certain level of grit with Wolf's home scene. Like, those are painfully sad for me. Like, they are tragic. And I really like the way you play Wolf in those scenes, and that we're not, like, you and I, it's like we have this weird covenant of like, yes, we're going to explore that life, and we're not gonna fade away from it. Like, there's some like terribleness there, and I really, really dig that. I appreciate that that you are presenting a character in a home life like that. I've had friends from when I was a kid that was their life. Yeah, an everyday terribleness. Absolutely, there is, and there's no, like, you can't vilify this, but there are obviously, like, there are missing stairs, I guess. That might be a little too harsh, but there's stuff that's wrong, and I like the grit of that a lot.
There's a weird flip to parent child in that relationship, it feels like.
Yeah.
I like how you're both so careful with the whole thing, not to let it go into total terribleness, but on the surface it looks kind of, okay, there's no great conflict, but it's not okay. It's basically not okay.
Yeah, it never ends in a screaming match, which is, I love that tonally, like, Echo can end in a screaming match, but like at the end of the day, her life's pretty all right, and her parents are okay, but kind of terrible in that way of like, we want the best for you, we don't know how to motivate you towards it thing. But
I think she butts heads with her mom the most.
Oh yeah, I picked up on that. Yeah,
but she's very cool with her dad.
Yeah, so we got to have a scene with Echo and her dad, like, doing something chill and cool at some point, just to kind of flip that and show the different texture of that relationship. And I really like Brooke and her mom. Like, they're very pragmatic, like super pragmatic. Like, there's just something about them that's really neat and interesting. So I really love the home scenes, and I'm glad they paid off. Like, it's funny, right? This is a little Tales from the Loopy and not Loopy, but Tales from the Loop, the game, and then adjectiving it. That the home scenes in Tales from the Loop are often like super good and tasty and chewy and wonderful. So I like that a lot. So here we are. We're a little bit over, so I will go ahead and stop the live stream. Thank you guys so much.